Good afternoon and welcome to Bobcat Field for another conference matchup with UNC Pembroke. The Bobcats come in just behind Pembroke in the conference standings, so this is a key game for postseason play. Bobcats looking good at home, still undefeated on the season at 3-1, and look to continue that record here today on a pretty much overcast day. It's been rainy throughout, on and off. I'm here with Jason Thornton here, my co-host, and we will be bringing you Bobcat soccer in just a moment.
Yeah, Sean, it's been kind of gross outside today, I'm not going to lie, but hopefully, it'll stay clean for us and we'll be able to get some soccer down today. And like you said, undefeated at home. We got that one tie, 4 wins. I mean, Bobcats get it done at home. We'll see what we can do without AB, but...
Yeah, it is hard looking for offense. AB really does a good job of holding up the play and creating chances for everyone else. But a person who's really stepped into that role is Sophia Lekis. She's been on fire this season, scoring goals throughout. But even lately, she's been setting up teammates and popping them in herself. So she's really filled that left forward role for the Bobcats and has really scored the goals that AB usually does.
Yeah, fills it up. And I know that talking to Hope Clark at the end of the last game, she, didn't seem too worried about the offense. She said, the girls just got to step up and try to fill the gap that, AB leaves. And that's a big gap, but we'll see what the Bobcats can do. So we're going to probably take a short break here during the anthem. We'll be right back with Bobcat Soccer on the Bobcat Broadcast Network.
In NCAA Division II, community engagement is an initiative at all 25 national championships because student-athletes want to give back while competing for a national title. Over the course of the year, Division II student-athletes have an opportunity to leave a lasting impression in local communities throughout the country. Whether Division II student-athletes are volunteering at hospitals, schools, after-school care programs, foster homes, or retirement villages, they make a difference in the lives of others. In Division II, we rise to the opportunity and make community engagement ours. In NCAA Division II, student-athletes leave a lasting impression on their communities. That's because Division II student-athletes want to make a difference and truly be part of their surrounding communities. Through community engagement, thousands of student-athletes from various backgrounds interact with community members who view them as role models. This interaction leaves a positive and perhaps even life-changing impression on all those involved. In Division II, we rise to the opportunity and make community engagement ours.
Technologies, careers, society. It is impossible to predict the future. The jobs of tomorrow may not even exist today. At Georgia College, you will learn to be a critical thinker, to develop new ideas and out-of-the-box solutions, because those are the kind of lifelong skills you'll need in a rapidly changing world. The way we see it, it's not really about what you know. It's about how you think. Georgia College, your public liberal arts university.
Champions know how to seize opportunities. When they see moments of greatness unfold right before their eyes, they push as hard as they possibly can, and then they push harder. Because the heart of a champion never settles, never quits, and never stops giving its all. We are champions. We are Division II. We go big, we give it everything we've got, and we win. On the field, on our campuses, in our communities, for our causes, in our careers. We rise to become champions in everything we do. We are Division II, and there are no limits here. We make our time count. We set our own path. We become champions on our terms. It's time to up your game, because we're here to play and learn. But most importantly, we're here to discover ourselves, our vision, our heart, our drive to achieve every goal we aim for, because we want to be champions at the highest level, life. At Division II, the opportunities are here. Are you ready?
Hey, Banks. Have a seat and let me make you uncomfortable. Up those grades, son, or the only position you'll be playing in college is sitting on me. You're still awake? Have a seat on old Mr. Bench. At least your buns will fall asleep.
Is this the one about the high school hotshot who gets benched in college?
Hey, man, T, move down.
It's a tearjerker!
And we are back on the broadcast. We're getting ready, just moments away from kickoffs now as teams get their last-minute instructions from each coach. Like I said, again, this is a crucial matchup. Braves sit just one spot ahead of the Bobcats and the conference standings, and with just a few games left in the season, you got to want to have that best seeding for the conference tournament so you don't have to run into a team like Columbus State, who's 8-0 and undefeated in the conference.
Yeah, you don't want to face them early on. I mean, it's crazy to think that the season's already getting towards the end. I mean, we got, the home game on Monday, and that might be the last home game of the season. I mean, that's crazy. I feel like it just started, but another crucial PBC matchup today. Hopefully the Bobcats can get the win. Like we said earlier, they have been really solid at home, and even though there's some rain today, that doesn't really stop these Bobcat soccer fans from coming out. This is a resilient bunch that come out of these games. They really are.
Yeah, and like we mentioned, the lack of Amanda Bartholomew up front is really held down by a number of different things. Like we mentioned, Sophia Lekis and our strong midfield, but I really think it has to do with more of the play of the defense, not giving the other team as many chances, so we have more possession and more control of the ball, so we have more options to score going forward.
I mean, it has to be nice for our head coach Hope Clark to sit back with the great defense behind like Kai Jeffries and Uno, and then to have Ashley Graham as the goalkeeper, who I know was like the PBC goalkeeper the week like 4 straight times, something like that. Like, the defense is really what's keeping us in the games. I think that Riley said maybe for the first 3 or so games we didn't even get scored on at home. Like, we bring it, man. At least at home. I haven't seen us away. We do bring it at home.
Well, UNC Pembroke just came off of a 3-0 win.
Oh man,
against Francis Marion, so they're coming in hot.
Oh, so they're coming to score the ball.
Yeah, exactly. They have some good power up front, and they're going to be looking to have the lion's share of the possession so they can get it to those tall forwards in the box.
Man, it's going to be interesting, especially because when you lose AB, you're bringing somebody else out of the depths. So rotation-wise and fatigue-wise late in the game, it might be a little bit harder for us. So we'll see how, we're able to adjust.
Cassie Balzano once again getting the start at center forward here for the Bobcats. Lekis on the wing. as usual, and we are underway here as the Bobcats start with the ball. And they play the near side over here to Aaron Ferris. Tries to play back through the middle.
And that left side is really what we've been trying to attack, so we'll see if we can get, at least in the last game, so we'll see if we can get some good looks in that left corner.
A lot of the games I've noticed, Bobcats do a really good job of possessing the ball. They always have a lot more possession than other team, like we just see now. Like teams just try to have to play long balls in against this defense because they're not going to outpace them or outmaneuver them to really get in good positions throughout the game if they don't do that.
And it really comes down to the defense, too. Like whenever the other team has possession, GC really does strangle them. Like that we're pressing them, we're on top of them, forcing them to make decisions, and that causes a lot of mistakes. Oh, man.
It's getting pretty windy up here.
It is pretty windy. It's feeling pretty good, though. That fall weather's definitely rolling in, so Deep Roots should be able to benefit from this. And luckily they didn't rain, so. And it is a city holiday today, dude, if you will.
What is the city holiday?
The city holiday is Deep
Roots,
Roots,
Deep
man.
Roots. It is Deep Roots weekend. I would know because I'm working.
But there's still people out here, man, so.
Oh, it feels great for sure, and it's definitely a good environment, atmosphere. Soccer games are honestly one of the best environments all the time just because the fans are always into the game.
Yeah,
parents travel well to come see their children play, and it's just really a good environment of, like, Bobcat fans who just love soccer.
Yeah, who love Bobcat soccer specifically. It's crazy. There you go right there.
Bobcats getting forward, and here's a good chance here. Lekis dribbling the ball up the middle, got a little bit of options, plays it into the middle to Balzano, tries to dip out wide to Uno, hits off the back, and the Bobcats will try to play it back just a little bit. Reset, Uno on the wing, wide open. Maybe she can get across into the box here.
Oh, she's looking for it.
Long cross
what
into
a
the
pass.
box. Balzano wide open, and a header, and the Bobcats strike first already.
Wow, just like that, Bobcats up 1-0. I mean, we scored quick last game, we scored quick again, and dude, that cross was...
Yeah, that was money. And honestly, I don't know if the UNC Pembroke defenders thought someone else was going to get the ball. It's kind of that thing where you think someone else is going to take the initiative before you, because there were 3 defenders standing around Balzano, but she was standing there all alone and just got that free header and headed it right into the back corner. So that is a great start for the Bobcats and puts way more pressure on UNC Pembroke to go forward.
Especially here on the road, like you said, and like we've been saying, like Georgia College travels well, and the fans are already getting into the game. You know, they have a reason to continue to cheer throughout it. I mean, GC up 1-0. Man, that's a great start.
Another interesting thing that I've seen is Uno usually plays here on the left side, and Aaron Ferris usually plays on the right side, but with the pace of UNC Pembroke here on this right side, switched Ferris over just to cover a little bit more, and Uno can still get forward as well as she does.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Uno, even though she's a defender, or a middle defender, like she is not afraid to push forward and make the attack.
And we saw that there with that beautiful assist, getting the Bobcats started already into this.
No joke, and there she is, man. The goalkeeper that's king, man. Or queen, I guess would be the right term, but Ashley Graham making plays.
Bobcats working the ball back up on the left side near the bench. Doing well to keep that one in.
It's a lot of space.
Pushing forward now. Bobcats coming out with a lot of energy, and they're going to get that advantage called, hopefully. Balzano just got tripped, and they're going to get an offside call, another cross looking. But look at how high Kai Jeffries is. She's the furthest person in the box. Bobcats are really trying to press the envelope and just get forward and play those balls in, and really they did it well, and they struck first.
And they're still kind of being aggressive. Like, normally once teams score, they'll kind of fall off a little bit at least, but, like, pedal to the metal here. I guess it's still so early, 4 minutes into the game.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I guess those moments after you score are the times that the defense is going to be the most vulnerable again.
Yeah.
As they're trying to push more forward and trying to get the equalizer. So you just want to keep attacking. And the Bobcats do that well. We don't ever really just sit in our own third and just pass. We always try to lob balls down the side and work through the middle to our forwards, and it usually works out well.
Yeah. We live or die by that cross ball. When we can get that cross ball in, I mean, we find success, whether it's by the head or by the foot. Oh, man. Just a little back and forth going here. Nothing crazy. But what I've seen is, like, Pembroke is willing to give GC the space offensively to let them run a little bit until they get into that, back fourth.
I think that's really going to hurt them, though, because the Bobcats really have a lot of speedsters. As you see, Lekis try to work her way down the left side, but that's going to be a key matchup to watch there between number 3, Alexis Pittman of Pembroke, and number 27, Sophia Lekis on the left side.
All I'm saying is they both better be ready to run.
Exactly.
I know Sophia likes to run, so if the other girl isn't ready to run, she's in for a day. Sophia is a hustler.
Sophia plays the ball over to the right side to Brooke Adams.
And they got numbers.
Looking into Uno again, and a good deflection
that's a great
there out for a
defensive
throw.
play. Can't really see the number from way over here, but that was a really solid defensive play to, halt the push. Because she had Uno going to the corner for another potential cross. Almost started just passing it in again and again. Ooh. Okay.
Uno wins a corner. So the first corner of the game goes to the Bobcats. Well, the second corner of the game, excuse me. UNC Pembroke had one, but that ties it up here at 1-1. The Bobcats have their first corner. We'll get numbers forward into the box. Almost every player up around the box except for Savannah Duvall over here by the midfield Bobcat head. Ball played in, near post. Bobcats win the header, but just off target.
Yeah, that was Bergamini there. I mean, hit the mark as hitting the player. I think it was a little too deep to try to make a play on the ball, but a good effort nonetheless on both sides. Uno to Bergamini. I'm not letting the goalkeeper kick it. She's going to kick it. Okay. I guess we're so used to seeing Asher Graham with that boot, bro.
Ball doesn't really go that far. Straight to the Bobcat back line on a roll. Balzano tries to settle that one, and Lekis might be in. Just going to force her to clear it out, and that's a good pressure there for the Bobcats to get a throw in the final third.
Relentless, man. They're being relentless is what they are.
Bobcats attacking a lot so far. Not really enough pressure on their defense.
Kai cooking them.
Doing just a little bit too much, though. Loses the ball there as she got double-teamed and needs to get back on defense over here.
Oh, man.
And Hannah Asbell covers really well. Going to get the ball back to Ashley Graham, who boots it forward. And Pembroke is having their best spell of the game so far as we play over here on the near side. And that will be a Bobcat throw.
And right there, Alexis Pittman, man, she was hustling down on that lower side right where the ball was. I mean, she tracked that ball all the way from one side to the other, straight sprinting. So
definitely a lot of speed. I noticed on the kickoff, they just lobbed the ball in deep and said, go get it. So they're definitely looking to her to use a lot of her pace, and Erin Ferris is definitely going to have to stay tight on her as we see her now.
Yeah, man.
Ball tried to be played in through. Asbell does a good job to deflect, but UNC Pembroke keeps possession. Pittman's going to be offside.
A little confused there on the call. I mean, I think it was close, but definitely an offsides call there. But they are looking to get the ball to the corners in Pittman and number 13, Bree Mason. So
Graham with the free kick here just outside the box. Usually sends it long, and she does here. But the possession is won there by UNC Pembroke. Ball cleared out of bounds, straight back to the Bobcats.
See what we can do on this next possession. Sophia
using that speed, working through the left, trying to work Balzano down the near side.
Little long.
And that ball is just going to be cleared out as well. So another Bobcat throw.
And, Pembroke's not really being too aggressive here with the ball. If it's contested kind of at all, they're just kicking it away.
Yeah, and that usually happens when you have a lot of attacking options. And Sophia Lekis definitely has a lot of goals on the season, so they are aware of her prowess near the box.
Without AB, Sophia's leading in goals, so it's definitely an offensive superstar.
Ball cleared out far side. Another Bobcat throw. Uno looks to take quickly.
She's
dumps
hustling.
it in to Brooke Adams. Takes a heavy touch there. Good battle going on the far side, and it is won by the Bobcats looking to get that ball in the box.
For that cross. Oh, man.
Just too many numbers back in the box for Pembroke, and that happens a lot when you get a lot of attackers for it as well, as Uno wins that foul. The box just gets a little bit too crowded, and you don't have good enough spacing.
Yeah. That's why it's a little bit better to hit it in transition, but Bobcats going to attack every opportunity they get. It looks like this game.
You see that Pembroke back line, they're playing really deep, and Uno is in a good spot to get this one on goal. Already scored from one free kick earlier this season.
That's the thing, man. She's kind of a defender, like a middle back, but like Hope Clark's like, kick it if you want to kick it, because I know early in the season she had a goal on a free kick. Like, she's got a great leg.
A lot of teams play this service into the box, try to get headers for their teammates. But she's usually looking to score this one. We'll see what happens.
Now when you have the member of the Icelandic national team.
That ball's played in low to the box, and a great opportunity just there
Almost
for
on
Ruiz, and
on the
just
money with the
missed.
passing,
Just
dude.
could not connect to that one. But that was a great ball played in by Un. And looking to get forward again. Gets the ball. Plays it right back to Ruiz. Ruiz looks to cross in. That ball is into Balzano, who settles it, touches it, and it looked like it went off her hand maybe. But
really physical, really physical.
I like that when the refs let him play. That wasn't a foul. It's shoulder to shoulder all the way.
Yeah, it was.
Whoever wants the ball more, go get it. So that's a good no call there. And the Bobcats do earn another corner, their second of the game so far.
You can kind of feel the intensity ramping up here a little bit, like UNC Pembroke starting to battle a little bit back. That was a really physical play there, but just keep getting the ball to Un and let her see what she can do on the pass. It's actually crazy what she's doing right now.
10 minutes into the first period, Bobcats lead 1-0.
Oh, look, cheeky pass on the inside.
Score.
Oh, Kai. GC probably going to maintain possession right there with Asbel.
Asbel does well to get the ball wide to Ferris. Ferris dumps it into the left corner and finds
Sophia with some space. Oh.
Lekis took a heavy touch. That can't.
Oh, gosh. Sophia almost had her, man.
A little bit of misfortune there for the Pembroke defender who just basically ran into her and got the foul call. So the Bobcats, again, in a good spot to put this one into the box, and it is starting to pour again here at Bobcat Field.
Talking about when it rains, it pours. You're talking about in goals because GC's about to score. That's what I'm hearing.
Ball played low into the box across the keeper's face. Shot in. Wow. Ooh, with a great goal. A good chip off of excellent service there by Aaron Ferris. And the Bobcats lead 2-0. You got to think that Pembroke is stunned with the way the Bobcats have come out. Honestly, I'm stunned. The way they've just hit so hard. They're playing extremely well right now, and goals are just pouring in.
Man, there's another assist right there by Omar's daughter. And here's the thing about GC right now, dude. They're playing so aggressive, but they're not playing too aggressive. Like, they're still playing super smart with the ball. And, I mean, it's causing goals.
Yeah, that was an incredible goal.
Wow. 2-0. It's 2 times in a row. Now, last game, GC started up 2-0. This time they start up 2-0. Got to keep the pressure.
A lot of soccer still left to be played. Bobcats are doing really well right now. Haven't had to defend that much, but they are here, and they kick the ball out, and UNC Pembroke will have their second corner of the game. So Pembroke not really expecting this when they came into the game. I mean, they just came off a 3-0 win at Francis Marion, and usually in soccer you see it takes a lot longer for teams to just get into the flow of the game and to find openings in the defense who might get fatigued. But Bobcats have just come out strong here and punched them in the mouth. and involved in 2 goals already.
I mean, she's been a real catalyst for the offense, but I think for GC just to come out at home and just start out smacking them, sets a real tone.
Bobcats have to defend here, and they give up another corner as that ball just was a little bit too in between there for Ashley Graham. She didn't know if she could come and get it or not, and Pembroke maintained possession.
And, UNC Pembroke really hasn't had a lot of offensive attacks so far this game, so I think they had maybe one before this. So this is a big opportunity here for them to make some noise, at least, get some shots on goal and make the defense a little scared of them. Make them respect them a little bit.
Yeah, well, they do have a lot of tall bodies in the box.
Tall, big bodies, man.
And this ball will come in probably near post. Yep, near post. And
Ashley Graham
with Ashley Graham. A little bit of contact. Might have been from a Pembroke player. Couldn't really see where the contact came from. It was pretty much 50-50.
I mean, you see that Ashley Graham not afraid to put her body on the line.
And she wins a free kick for the Bobcats. So nothing doing for Pembroke there. 2 corners in a row to even it at 3 apiece. And the Bobcats still lead 2-0.
Just not making the most out of the opportunities. GC has been really fortunate to get the ball in great places and giving players opportunities to score so far in their few offensive attacks. Because it's still super early in this game. We're not even 15 minutes into it.
Bobcats with 9 shutouts on the season already. That's an incredible amount of defense. And they started the season with 5 straight shutouts of opponents. So the defense is very strong and limits the opportunities. So if Pembroke's going to have a chance to stay in this game with a lead already 2-0, they're going to have to get something going. They're going to have to get more possession from the forwards and from the midfield. And that ball.
You must have been a handball there. All the GC fans calling it. Nothing gets past them, man.
A lot of refs.
a lot of refs. Yes, I agree.
Ball played in
very critical.
Near side to Lekis. Lekis looks to feed Aaron Ferris down the side.
He's got some room.
Ferris slows down just a little bit, tries to play the ball back, and she's going to have to get back quickly because Pittman is lurking, but Bonser does well to intercept, but gives the ball straight back away, and Pembroke is on the offensive. Going to see if they can chase that ball out, but it just goes over by the scorer's table.
Well, Omar's daughter throw in.
Omar's daughter throws short,
Trying to get
right to a
Brooks.
Pembroke player, but bounces right back to her.
A little give and go there with the Pembroke player.
Plays deep into Lekis. That's been a common theme. They're just trying to feed the ball up to Lekis because she draws so much attention.
Yeah, they're drawing 2 bodies, drawing 3 bodies. I mean,
that she can find space for other teammates. And
yeah,
you see that here as Brooke Adams tries to dip this one in.
What a pass!
To Balzano and just cleared by a defender. So the Bobcats win another corner. Good play there from Lekis to get to Brooke Adams with a great service. And Balzano does well to force the defender to just clear it out for another corner.
Again, just the aggression, man, but not the over-aggression. They're being very smart with their pushes, making great decisions with the passing. I mean, not playing selfishly. The give and go, I mean.
Bobcats have really passed well. Their accuracy is pretty high so far in this one. And we see another corner into the box. Been dangerous play for the Bobcats.
Uh-oh.
See if Ferris can drop this one down.
Kai's there.
Kai Jeffries. Bonser gets it, kicks it, and off a Pembroke player, skied up in the air by Balzano.
3 GC bodies there.
Headed out. Un wins the header.
The shorter Omar
Brooke
Donner
Adams
making
controls
the play.
and feeds it back over here to Bonser.
Oh.
That could have been dangerous for the Bobcats if Pittman would have got loose right there. Lekis looking to find some space, dips that ball in, covered, but Aaron Ferris could not get to that deflection.
They're finally going to get a little bounce back. Pembroke on the transition. Omar's daughter, 1-on-1. She's going to get there.
Omar's daughter does well to slow her down, but Pembroke player gets around her.
Looking for the cross. Oh, under the legs. I think she nutmegged her, dude.
And this will go out for a corner. Graham thinking that deflection hit a Bobcat player when it really did. I mean, it hit a Pembroke player when it really hit a Bobcat player. Choosing not to scoop that one up. That was just rolled out. And Pembroke will have another corner. So
as soon as they got that chance to attack, I mean, they were ready. The girl got that ball midfield, and she just turned around and they were going. Kicked it out to the side, and, you know, it was looking not too good for GC. They only had 2 bodies back. So this corner, I mean, if we can get out of here safely, that's
ball
a win.
chipped into the edge of the box.
Ooh.
Tempted to be controlled by number 11, Carly Rochelle.
There's Aaron Ferris making a nice clear. Giving the GC some breathing room.
Real muggy day. It seems like it's starting to get a little bit more muggy. It did help that it rained, but as the rain has stopped, slowed down a little bit, and the sun's like coming out just a little bit.
All I'm saying is the girls have to be loving this, man, compared to, you know, practicing early on in that August time.
Oh, for sure.
They have to be loving this little bit of fall weather.
Ball hits Ponzer in the back there, cleared.
I'm sure Savannah Duvall and Bonds will have a nice laugh about that later. Yo, Pittman out there hustling, though, dude. She is hustling.
Ball cleared out by Duvall, who's started later in the season and has played really, really well at that center back position alongside Asbel.
I mean, dude, those 4 players right there, Savannah Duvall, you know, Bonzer, Lekis, Aaron Ferris, those are 4 talented players, you know, all right there. So if you can get the ball past them and do some work, I mean, kudos to you.
And there's another one, Kai Jeffries. Scoots the ball out to the right side where Ruiz wins it, and she's now racing down the sideline.
That's a nice pass right there for the freshman to get Ruiz this opportunity all the way down the sideline. She's outrunning everybody.
Looking to play that one in and just could not find a Bobcat as Balzano is on the edge of the box trying to make that cut in to that pass.
Man, I'm not going to lie. I didn't know Kayla Ruiz was that fast. She kind of turned on the jets there and just outran everybody.
She was definitely moving for sure.
Maybe not the most control at the end, but she was definitely moving.
Bonds are battling in the midfield. Here, Aaron Ferris clears that one straight up in the air. And
oof,
the hard charging Stacy Scott comes in there. That's one of the bigger players that we mentioned. She's got a lot of height. When you can lob those balls into the box to her, it can be very dangerous for opposing defenses.
I mean, we saw right there. It was pretty much a jump ball, and she just out-jumped everybody.
Oh, knocks that one out for a UNCP throw.
UNCP still has to get some good shots on goal here. Like, I really haven't seen them. They might have had that one, you know, where Ashley Graham kind of sacrificed her body a little bit. But, like, they've got to turn up the attack here if they want to have a shot at winning this game.
Yeah, haven't had anything really clean. Haven't had any one-on-ones or two-on-ones or anything in the box even around the box, honestly. They haven't had that much possession. This has probably been their best possessive spell so far, and they're looking to cut into this Bobcat lead as we approach 26 minutes left to go in the first half.
Just an easy pickup right there by Ashley Graham. A little overthrow. Can't really be giving possessions away against this GC defense. Like when you get the opportunities, you got to make the most out of them.
Graham plays that patented long ball into the midfield, settled by the Bobcats. Balzano gets off to Brooke Adams, and Bonzer tries to win that one, but Pembroke doing well to have pressure now. The Bobcat passes
Pittman.
haven't been that as accurate, and Pittman is offsides once more. So the Bobcats are doing really well to hold that back line there and just keep Pittman off.
Yeah, man, they're really just trying to get Pittman in open space, letting her use her speed to outrun everybody in that GC back line. But so far, that's been 2 offsides calls now, and the GC has been playing really good defense on her actually when she has the ball on this inside path. Here comes Ashley Graham. Let me see that boot. A little low kick. Adams is there. There's Pittman right there, going to get possession. In the 2v1, going to use her speed. Oh, it's a good hustle right there by number 16, Balzano. Throw in by Un. Coming out to Ruiz. Just back and forth here. GC trying to make some room. Oh, cooking them. Oh, little too physical right there. Should be a simple free kick, though.
Pembroke doing well to put a lot more pressure on the Bobcats these last 5 minutes or so. I mean, they've had a lot of the possession. They're in and around the box trying to play long balls in. The Bobcats have just missed a couple of passes that they were making early in the game to give them the 2-0 lead. So just need to clean that up just a little bit, and they can keep hold of this lead as UNCP plays this ball into the top of the box, bounces over all the defenders. Scott tries to rally that one in, but it's cleared out for another throw-in by Brooke Adams.
It's a good job by Adams right there. Yeah, ever since that second goal by GC, I think the offensive intensity has slowed down a little bit. The defensive aggression is still there, but the offensive aggression has slowed down a bit. So we'll see if they can't ramp it back up and get another goal here to make it 3-0, just like Pembroke had last game. That feels bad, but Sophia Lekis getting away from Pittman, kicking it to Aaron Ferris. Ferris with some room, trying to get it to Lekis. Lekis! Oh, man! Cutting it back, losing some traction. Like we said, the grass outside is a little wet. It's been off and on raining there. It's a little unfortunate, shaking her head, but that's a good push right there. GC trying to make a little push because nothing's really happened since we scored the second goal. Sophia Bonds in the middle, kicking it to Kai. Kai Jeffries with a little bit of room out there. The far side, kicking it to Ruiz, a little give and go. Back out to Brooke Adams. Looking to get that cross. Ruiz pushing it down into the corner. Nothing going. Well, that's the first real push, though. I think that's the first time we've got it into that back fourth since we scored, so good to see GC showing some aggression here. Omar started looking to pass it in, gets it into Brooks. Brooks looking to make some room. Battling. To Ruiz. Getting the cross in. Nothing going. GC maintains possession. Nope, out. A little miss hit right there by Brooks, but not a bad push right there by GC. Just trying to get some opportunities on the cross and make the most from there. That's really what GC looks to do. Without AB, to shoot them long balls. Oh, man, there she goes. Number 23, Scott. I mean, it's a big body. Big and quick. Savannah Duvall making a nice play, saving the corner. And as soon as that girl Scott gets the ball, dude, she is turning and she is running. She wants to break.
Good height, good strength, good speed. I mean, that's what you really look for in a center forward, and she has that. Just hasn't had that many opportunities from good service from her teammates as they try to work the ball back in. Pembroke still having the lion's share of the possession these last few minutes, but Kai Jeffries works that one out. Looks to work down the right side, tries to play Balzano in, but just could not.
A little long, yeah.
connect, but
They threw it
once
away.
again, Pembroke with time and space, they're just clearing the ball out for a throw. I mean, trying to be better safe than sorry, but that's not really going to work too effectively when you're down 2-0.
Yeah, you gotta take some chances when you're down 2-0. I mean, that wasn't even deep in our territory, like barely past the midline. She had plenty of room. Really, I think they're just
up here. Ferris wins that one and does well to clear the ball all the way to the far side. Kayla Ruiz works the ball to the middle to Balzano. Balzano trips over the defender. A good play there by UNCP.
Here she goes, man. She's going to hit that corner and just take off. That's what she's looking to do. There she goes. Can she pass it, though? I don't know if she could pass it.
Pass ball trying to track.
She's looking for it.
Down. Looks at that pass in the middle and scooped up by Graham.
Like that. Got to do better than that against Ashley Graham, but, like, that's all she's really looking to do is turn that corner, sprint, maybe make somebody fall or outrun them or whatever. Oh, Sophia, though. A little fancy footwork going back and forth.
There's a lot of room here on the left side for a one-on-one battle here.
She's really trying to make that defender turn their hips.
Plays it to Bonzer, wide open in the middle. Who's going to look far for Una? Nope. Dips her head, passes back to Kai. Kai resets, scoots the ball out to the right side to Un.
And she might as well be Chris Paul out there. All these assists. Already got 2 today. Can she get the hat trick and assist? Oh, looking for the cross here. Oh. Every time Una gets the ball down there, it's just so exciting.
Pembroke working the ball through the middle now. Looking to play that long ball again, and it's not. Oh, this is perfect.
That's
She's
Pittman.
onside, but Graham read that one perfectly and is going to come through.
Oh.
So that was probably Pittman's best chance. She was actually in on. Just got behind Aaron Ferris there, but that long ball played in right to keeper Ashley Graham, who read that all the way.
Yeah, it was a tiny gap there that they could have maybe made that play in, but Ashley Graham's such a smart defender, such a smart goalkeeper. She sees the court, or excuse me, the field so well. Like, man, it really does take something special to get by her.
Ball played in. Bonzer wins the header. Who's going to win the second ball? Pittman tracks that one down, scoots off to the close side, tries to play a Meg through Ferris's legs, and just could not get that one. Ferris has her hands full today for sure, but UNCP has their hands full as well with all the Bobcat forwards.
I mean, I'm not seeing a whole lot of, like, communication, a lot of passing on the offensive side of UNCP. I see, like, a lot of just one-on-one ball, and they have some pretty talented wings, and they have that very talented, I think, number 23 Scott in there with all that, you know, those great size and that great speed and stuff, but they've got to start working it around. Aaron Ferris is a really good defender.
Ball just played out on the near side. Just could not connect there for Bonzer.
They're trying to get it into Scott. Asbel is there. Asbel, the quicker defender. She's definitely getting pushed around a little bit in that matchup, but she's got some really quick feet and is able to, you know, hold her own for sure. Ooh. Heads flying. Some substitutions coming in. Brooks goes out. Ruiz goes out. Sophia goes out. Mountanelli comes in. Bergamini comes in. And both the Bergaminis come in. Some fresh legs coming in for GC here in the final 17 minutes of this half. GC up 2-0 still after some early offensive aggression. Kind of cooled off a little bit here since, and UNCP is trying to find something to happen. Pittman, oh, great save right there by us. Might have been off the pole, can't really tell. Dang, dude, I can't even see that ball, and Ashley Graham out here making plays looking like Taylor's Fela. The way she hit that ball with her hand so quick. It's a great goalkeeper right there. Sending that long ball. Sending it to Anya Mancinelli. Gonna get, I mean, UNC Pembroke's got some big, not like, you know, super big girls, but they got some size, man. They're pushing us around a little bit. We're a little quicker, but they're definitely pushing us around a little bit.
And with a short throw here, Bergamini plays it back. In the middle, Kai Jeffries working away through the midfield, looking to pick out a pass. Passes to Bonzer, who drops back to Ferris. And Ferris will reset, look for some more options going forward for the Bobcats. Plays it long in to Becca Morris, just could not connect, just out of the reach. Just about 1 foot short.
Yeah, GC trying to get the ball to them fresh legs, man. Just let them run. Let them tire out Pittman, tire out Scott.
Mancinelli plays a good ball in across to Un. Un does well to shield and gets that chance there for Bergamini. Bergamini dips it in. Mancinelli just could not get that one, but it's controlled back by Un, who heads it back into Mancinelli, who's in a sea of defenders.
What a pass, though, man.
Just so many chances here. Dips it right back
Another one
to Mancinelli, who's working against 3 Pembroke defenders and just cannot find a way around. But the Bobcats still control possession as Bonser works up the left side, just gives that pass away, but wins it right back. And the Bobcat pressure now is on. Kai Jeffries tries to play a long ball in, but it's just chipped back out as a clearance for Pembroke, who's now going to get forward, but Bonser deflects that one in here. Pembroke has some space on the near side, but Ferris.
Pembroke just can't get it clean. GC just staying in their face, man.
Bergamini working on the near side, trying to sprint around the Pembroke defender, who does well to clear it out for another Bobcat corner.
Every single 50-50 ball went to GC that time. Pembroke would get it for a second, GC would take it back. Pembroke would get it back, GC would take it back. I mean, just straight hustling out there from GC on the defensive end. I mean, keeping the pressure on. Up 2-0 and keeping the pressure on.
Every minute, let's go.
Man. Hope Clark got these girls out here hustling. Working hard. Cross coming in from Bonser off the corner. Oh, it was a good look right there by Anya Mancinelli. Just couldn't finish it. Great pass right there by Sophia Bonser, though. Either way, that was a great minute right there for GC. Probably the best we've seen since the goal early on. See if we can get back to more of that attacking. Granted, that might have been a little bit of luck, a lot of bit of skill, but either way, man.
Good success here for the Bobcats in the first half. And a reminder, at halftime, we won't show you this, but there will be a lot of Bobcat alumni in attendance here today, and they'll be recognized at halftime for a short ceremony with all the coaches, all the former players who helped build this program to where it is now. Bobcats working on the far side. They're going to get another corner. So the Bobcats have now their 5th corner of the game, just one ahead of Pembroke's 4, and they're looking to put some more pressure on here in the final 13:28 of this first half.
What I noticed is, man, these girls really like to perform when people come out to play to see them. On game day, when we had those 700 people here, they come out 2-0. Alumni day today, they come out 2-0. If there's a crowd to be here, GC's going to put on a show.
Ball crossed in well there. Mancinelli got a header on it, but just could not. And Pembroke here finding some space. They're going to have space on the near side and space through the middle as the Bobcats scramble back to get on defense. Good through ball there to Scott. Scott's going to pick her head up and try to dig at some Bobcat defenders.
Scott's
goes right around Duvall and gets a clean shot on goal, but nothing doing from that range, especially not beating Ashley Graham.
Not with that. Dude, Scott is looking to put her head down, and she is looking to run, dude.
Yeah, a lot of options there on the far side, but she just took the initiative and just could not pay off for her as she chipped the ball right into Ashley Graham's hands on the ground. Pittman does well to win that one, and she's going to win a foul here called on Bergamini on the near side, so Pembroke will have a little bit of a break so they can get some bodies forward and try to play a long ball in to disturb the Bobcat defense.
And still plenty of time here in this first half for them to attack, so. I don't know if they're feeling a little fatigued, though. They haven't made any subs. They got Scott running out there a lot. They got Pittman. The defenders have been working real hard with GC on the constant attack. And old Pembroke's right there. Omar's daughter battling. Kick out to Graham. Graham there with another save. Right to her right there. Even if it wouldn't have been right to her, I believe she would have made the save anyway. That's some Ashley Graham stuff. Coming out to Omar's daughter. On that far side. Got a little bit of room. Kicking it out. Oh, she's got some room. Kicking it out. Looking for the cross. Going to get the corner. It's a great job right there by Alexis Bergamini. Becca Morris out there to kick the corner. Bergamini looking close. They got Little dump off. They're going to kick it in. What they going to do here? They're going to kick it in. Sophia Bonzer had a shot at the ball there. A little low, though. It's going to be UNCP possession. UNCP looking for a chance to score here. Looking for an opportunity. Good job of Montanelli to bring it down, control it a little long there. The pass from Bergamini to Montanelli. Omar Zarder kicking it back out to Graham just to secure the ball, make sure that the Bobcats can get a nice clean push going.
Graham works the ball right side to Asbel, but almost a good giveaway there as the Bobcats got caught out in the back. Ball switched over to the near side. Pittman's going to race to try to get that one, but Bergamini will beat her to it. Plays back to Ferris, who looks to play back to Bergamini, but well covered there by Pittman, and the Bobcats play all the way back to Duvall. Bonzer tries to turn. Does get a turn.
Body there.
Good
Nice.
defense there by Pittman, but gets a deflection, and Bergamini tries to chase that one down, but the ball by Aaron Ferris is just played out of bounds near side.
I mean, that whole time GC didn't have a great hold on the ball, but UNCP didn't really touch it at all. The Bobcats do a great job of just working it around, getting everybody some touches. The ball doesn't sit in one place for too long. It's a short pass right there by Ferris. Doesn't matter though. The ball's going to come back around to Kai Jeffrey. Kai Jeffrey's going to kick it out. Ooh, a little short though. Going to get intercepted. Kai trying to get back. Ball going to roll all the way to Pittman. Pittman on Ferris on Pittman. This is the matchup right here. She's not going to get a good look. Ooh. Hustling right there, Aaron Ferris is. That's a great job right there to stick with the play. As Becca Morris just getting outbeat a little bit. Sticking with it, though. Kai Jeffries. It's a long ball inside to Graham. Graham's going to let it tip over the side. Man, that actually might have went in had Ashley Graham not got a hand on it. That was close. But Ashley Graham always there, man. Always there to get a hand on the ball. One does not simply score on the Ashley Graham.
Graham doing a great job here in this one so far, man, in that Bobcat back line. Pembroke hasn't had that many clean shots on goal. They've had chances around the goal, and they've had shots that have caused Graham to have to come out and make a play, but they haven't had really clean, open looks on the goal yet.
Yeah, they have shots on goal, not any great.
Ball played in, goes straight through everyone.
Oh,
Out here to Bergamini. That is a good play there by Pembroke. It looked like a foul, but it was shoulder to shoulder. So
UNC Pembroke is not afraid to bang it out, man. They're big. They're physical.
Another drops to Morris. Looks to
Oh,
play the
whoa,
long
what a
ball in.
pass.
Great ball from Becca Morris to Bergamini, who's racing. 1-on-3 here. Looks to play the ball into her
Cross
sister,
might be a little long.
who does get to it, and there's just no one there for the Bobcats in the middle.
Bobcats making that push quick, though.
So a good counter there by the Bobcats. But here, a counter by Pembroke as they look to hold up. Scott turns.
She's looking to run.
Kai Jeffries coming in to help out and cleared out by Duvall. But straight back to Pembroke, who looks to apply more pressure.
Trying to get to Pittman.
And Ferris beats the speedy Pittman on the far side. Heads it out. UNC Pembroke dips it right back in.
Oh.
Savannah Duvall dips it out. And Becca Morris will win a free kick for the Bobcats as she just tangles feet there.
Aaron Ferris today, dude. I feel like that Pittman girl has a little bit of weight on her. Not that much height, but Aaron Ferris has just been willing to put her body in there and just bang with that girl.
Yeah, she's done well, step for step.
Yes, really well, dude. I mean, she hasn't been able to turn that corner and get any free space on Aaron Ferris. She's been on her like glue. If she can keep it up, I think that UNCP is going to have a hard time scoring this game.
Bobcats are doing really well because when UNCP does have chances, they're really limited to one-on-ones or one-on-fours.
It's been a lot of one-on-ones.
So they're not really having that many options to pass to inside the box or out of that matchup, and the Bobcats are doing well to cover those runners who are trying to get space into the box.
I mean, in the middle, too, with Kai and Sophia and Asbel, they're shutting down Scott, who's the UNCP's leading scorer. So it's just a lot of one-on-one ball, and GC's playing well in those opportunities. Oh, no, she's holding her ankle. Little hold up and play here. This number, can't really get a good read on the number right here. Looks like number 11, Carly Rochelle, went down, holding her ankle a little bit. It's going to hop up. She's going to continue on. Looks like she's okay. Hopefully she's okay.
On your toes, let's
6:13 for the Bobcats here. Left in the first half. Ball played in. Trying to get Scott to that one. Ball deflected straight up into the air by Graham. Pittman over there has some nice chances as a header, and that's also one of Pembroke's best chances, but just a story of the day. They're not really getting any clean looks on goal. Great through ball headed there by Mancinelli. Over to Bergamini. What's she going to do? She's going to try to cut back in, find a Bobcat player, and just cannot control that one.
Still
a heavy
in play.
Touch. Ball is still in. It will roll out for a throw.
And that's a great effort right there by number 19. Robson. I mean, she's been kind of everywhere. She's got some size on her, too, so she's not really afraid to hit any of these GC offenders. Bonzer with the ball. Going to lose it. And that ball's going to go out. Just another, maybe not.
It's going to be a race there. Asbell's going to get there just in time. Doesn't choose to play the ball out. She shields and does well to warn a Bobcat throw.
That's a smart play right there by Hannah Asbell.
Kai
Only a
does well to
sophomore,
spin
too.
away. There, Kai moving forward, looking for some help. Just doesn't get it. Trucks two Pembroke defenders. And really, that was contact by both teams. Good job by the ref there, just letting them play.
Two great sophomores right there, Kai Jeffries and Hannah Asbell. Just great IQ, great defenders. Hope Clark's going to have her hands full, working the potential out of those two the next years.
Mecca Morris doesn't really have any support there through the middle, has to work it back over to Ferris. Pittman's doing a good job covering on defense as well as offense, and once again, UNCP just plays that ball straight out. Bobcats dominating possession here in the latter half of this first half.
And it's really been led by the Bergamini sisters. I mean, they've been getting it out in space and running with it, not really able to finish it so far, but they've been creating opportunities.
Yeah, the Bobcats have a lot of speed in the game now.
Fresh legs, quick, fresh legs.
Have a lot of good options.
And the defense just keeps holding up, keeps holding steady as it does, as it has the entirety of the season.
Ball played to Graham. Plays it out to Duvall. Bobcats playing out the back, trying to find some options going forward. Tries to get that ball to Mancinelli, but it will be intercepted by Pembroke and played out near side. So Bobcats have another throw.
Almost started looking like a quarterback, all these throw-ins. About 3.5 here left. GC looking to close out this second half strong. This first half strong.
Bonzer slips there. And Scott takes a really heavy touch
She's
there.
looking at Pittman. Scott's looking to turn the corner and run. Right, the Asbell's right there with her.
Having to do a lot by herself out here, and that will be a UNCP. Nope.
GC.
Off a UNCP player, so that'll be a Georgia College throw. So good job having to slow that attack down, force it back. Bobcats really haven't had any real good chances inside the box. I mean, they've been in the box, and they've had, since they scored 2 goals.
Yeah.
They've been in the box. They've been around the box. They just haven't been able to put that finishing touch like they did early on with those 2 beautiful goals.
They've had about one look that could have went in outside of that, but nothing else has been even really close. But the offensive pressure has been there.
Bobcats really dominating possession.
Just smart passes, man. GC just makes the smart passes while UNCP looking for Hail Marys all the time.
When you can take your time and be slow when you pick out passes, really helps, and it does help that you have a 2-0 lead, so you're basically defending that lead rather than trying to create all the time like UNCP is having to do.
Yeah, and the thing is, when GC is creating, it's a few golden opportunities that we've had on a couple breakaways. So just gotta keep the pace here. She is trolling. Ashley Graham out here doing the most, trying to take it to halftime, booting it.
Long ball played in to Becca Morris. Sells it well. Anya chests it down. And great hit there by Kai Jeffries.
A lot of room
Gets
right
the
there
ball to
for Bonzer.
Bonzer, who plays the ball in to Bergamini, back to Anya Mancinelli, and tries to play the ball in to Bergamini on the far side and just could not. Does well there to try to turn, and Kai Jeffries working hard. That pace right there is just what's made her so special since she's been here. Her pace, her IQ, her talent, going around the left side, and she just loses her footing again. So
That's still hustle right there. By both Omar's daughter and Kai. Nothing free for around either of them. If you want that ball, you're going to have to earn it around both of them. Kai out there hustling.
Keep it there, White. Keep it there.
GC, you couldn't – if I were to tell you that GC was up 2-0, you'd probably be a little shocked right now just by the way that they're out here hustling. It seems like they want it more and that they would be the team down the way that they're playing right now. Pittman looking for Scott. Scott has a lot of open room, looking to turn the corner. Kai's there, trying to make a stop. Nice slide tackle is going to slow her down. Oh, man, that's a big girl, though. Scott's looking to continue. A long ball. She honestly has, I feel like 4 inches on every other girl out there.
And she's definitely sprinting through the defense often.
Less than 1 minute remaining, 45 seconds remaining.
45 seconds here left to go in the half. You got to think the Bobcats are just going to try to control this one and see it to halftime with a 2-0 lead. And they do get it forward, though. They're going to have an opportunity because Pembroke let the ball spill. Mancinelli tries to play a ball in over to the top, but it's going to be picked up by the keeper, and Pembroke will have one more chance, most likely, to get a goal back before the half.
Nothing free around GC, though. Savannah Duvall, they're kicking it back out to
Ball played in.
Mancinelli.
Mancinelli chips it over to Bergamini, who's not going to win that race. Oh, nope, she's not, but she's going to force
They're
UNCP
going
to
to
have
get
a
it in
throw.
quick. Oh, no, they're going to take it to half here. And that's okay with GC.
Do get throw in there, but nothing doing. So the Bobcats with a 2-0 lead. 2 early goals in the first half. And 2 solid plays there by the Bobcats to connect.
Yeah, Omar's daughter making a big contribution there with 2 assists in the first. I mean, the GC defense has been great. Ashley Graham, Kai Jeffries, Hannah Asbell, Erin Ferris with her hands full. If they can keep it up for 1 more half, I think we can be looking at a GC win here.
Yeah, it'll be a huge win as it'll move them just ahead of Pembroke in the conference standings into 5th place and just give them a better seeding for the conference tournament. So we're going to take a break here. We're going to step away for about 15 minutes, and we'll be back to bring you the second half. GC leads 2-0 over UNC Pembroke here on the Bobcat Broadcast Network.
Technologies, careers, society. It is impossible to predict the future. The jobs of tomorrow may not even exist today. At Georgia College, you will learn to be a critical thinker, to develop new ideas and out-of-the-box solutions, because those are the kind of lifelong skills you'll need in a rapidly changing world. The way we see it, it's not really about what you know. It's about how you think. Georgia College, your public liberal arts university.
Champions know how to seize opportunities. When they see moments of greatness unfold right before their eyes, they push as hard as they possibly can, and then they push harder. Because the heart of a champion never settles, never quits, and never stops giving its all. We are champions. We are Division II. We go big, we give it everything we've got, and we win. On the field, on our campuses, in our communities, for our causes, in our careers. We rise to become champions in everything we do. We are Division II, and there are no limits here. We make our time count. We set our own path. We become champions on our terms. It's time to up your game, because we're here to play and learn. But most importantly, we're here to discover ourselves, our vision, our heart, our drive, to achieve every goal we aim for, because we want to be champions at the highest level, life. At Division II, the opportunities are here. Are you ready?
Hey, Banks. Have a seat and let me make you uncomfortable. Up those grades, son, or the only position you'll be playing in college is sitting on me. You're still awake? Have a seat on old Mr. Bench. At least your buns will fall asleep.
Is this the one about the high school hotshot who gets benched in college?
Hey, man, T, move down.
It's a tearjerker!
We often get the question, where does the money go? More than 90% of NCAA revenue supports 89 championships and more than 1,100 member schools that give $2.7 billion in scholarships each year. Look around you. There are more than 450,000 student athletes competing every year, succeeding on the field, in the classroom, and in life. Bottom line, we put our money where our mission is.
as important to you as what you did as a player. As long as you know that you made the effort to do the best of which you're capable, there's no failure. Success on 3.
There are over 400,000 NCAA student athletes. And just about all of us will be going pro in something other than sports.
The American dream to me as an immigrant means having the opportunities that my parents didn't have. Being the first one in my family to graduate, it meant everything my parents sacrificed for me to get to this point. It was paying off.
Estoy muy orgulloso de Michael por haberse graduado de colegio.
My path to a college degree would have been completely different had I not had a scholarship. It would just relieved a lot of the financial burden.
I knew that there was an opportunity to have my college paid for if I was good enough to play baseball at that level. That was going to make a big difference in my family. D2 baseball gave me an opportunity to play at a high level and to get an education that's going to be valuable for me throughout the rest of my life. I chose to take my experience of being a student athlete and pursue that within my career and to get a master's degree. If I wouldn't have had a baseball scholarship, there'd be no chance that I'm doing what I'm doing today.
I guess sometimes things just happen. Devastating things. Your whole world changes in an instant. That's what happened to me the day my mother had a stroke.
I'm Paul George, and I want you to spot a stroke fast.
F, face drooping. A, arm weakness. S, speech difficulty. T, time to call 911.
Protect the ones you love.
Spot a stroke fast.
In NCAA Division II, community engagement is an initiative at all 25 national championships because student athletes want to give back while competing for a national title. Over the course of the year, Division II student athletes have an opportunity to leave a lasting impression in local communities throughout the country. Whether Division II student athletes are volunteering at hospitals, schools, after-school care programs, foster homes, or retirement villages, they make a difference in the lives of others. In Division II, we rise to the opportunity and make community engagement ours. In NCAA Division II, student athletes leave a lasting impression on their communities. That's because Division II student athletes want to make a difference and truly be part of their surrounding communities. Through community engagement, thousands of student athletes from various backgrounds interact with community members who view them as role models. This interaction leaves a positive and perhaps even life-changing impression on all those involved. In Division II, we rise to the opportunity and make community engagement ours.
As Division II student athletes, we are committed to being our best.
Division II National SAC is proud to partner with the Sports Science Institute to play a role in the cardiac safety and health of student athletes.
Although many student athletes with heart conditions live healthy, active lives, Up to 10 NCAA student-athletes die each year of sudden cardiac death during athletic activities.
The facts are that immediate delivery of CPR and AED saves lives, so everyone should be CPR and AED trained. Please join us in this important initiative. Make it yours.
We can stop to make sure someone is okay. Get in the way and disrupt the situation.
Codify an authority.
Or walk them home safely.
We can change the language around rape.
We can make campuses safer for our teammates, our friends, and our classmates.
We cannot be bystanders.
Taking action isn't always easy, but it's on us
to intervene.
Because we can. Learn more and take the pledge at itsonus.org.
Na 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 na, I love you so. I love you, I love you. La 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 la, la 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 la.
We're here.
Yay!
It's a short drive from your neighborhood to your naturehood. To find a neighborhood park or green space near you, visit discovertheforest.org.
Change is constant. Technologies, careers, society. Georgia College is not about landing your first job. It's about preparing for success in a changing world. From the moment you step on campus, you have an immediate sense of belonging. At Georgia College, learning takes place all around us. Our students are critical thinkers, ready to graduate into a complex world. Georgia College, your public liberal arts university. Technologies, careers, society. It is impossible to predict the future. The jobs of tomorrow may not even exist today. At Georgia College, you will learn to be a critical thinker, to develop new ideas and out-of-the-box solutions, because those are the kind of lifelong skills you'll need in a rapidly changing world. The way we see it, it's not really about what you know. It's about how you think. Georgia College, your public liberal arts university.
Champions know how to seize opportunities. When they see moments of greatness unfold right before their eyes, they push as hard as they possibly can. And then they push harder. Because the heart of a champion never settles, never quits, and never stops giving its all. We are champions. We are Division II. We go big, we give it everything we've got, and we win. On the field, on our campuses, in our communities, for our causes, in our careers. We rise to become champions in everything we do. We are Division II, and there are no limits here. We make our time count. We set our own path. We become champions on our terms. It's time to up your game, because we're here to play and learn. But most importantly, we're here to discover ourselves. Our vision, our heart, our drive to achieve every goal we aim for, because we want to be champions at the highest level, life. At Division II, the opportunities are here. Are you ready?
And hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back here at Georgia College soccer field. Georgia College up 2-0. Me and Sean Montgomery here bringing you second half action. What did you see in the first half, Sean?
Bobcats had a lot of great chances early. I mean, they really came out swinging with those two good opportunities they had scoring, and they really controlled possession in the second half, limited the chances for Pembroke, but didn't really have clean shots on goal like in those first two instances where they went up 2-0. But nonetheless, each team has 5 corners. Possession's probably been 50-50 with that late push there by UNCP in the second half. But the Bobcats have done well to shut down their key players, Scott and Pittman, on the far side now. So they're going to have to really work the ball well, keep making those solid passes, and not give Pembroke as many chances as they did towards the end of that second half. But if that happens, it looks well for the Bobcats to hold on to this 2-0 lead.
Yeah, I think if GC can do what they did in the first half, obviously, I mean, they're going to catch a win here. I mean, the defense I thought played really, really well, especially early on. But if the offense can find some aggression and, take some pressure off that defense and take some pressure off Ashley Graham, keep making smart passes, I think you're right. I mean, we're looking good here. Put some of the starters back in.
Pembroke definitely found a lot more space towards the end of the second half. They found some good opportunities from Scott going through the middle. But she was just really by herself most of the time. She just couldn't have enough strength and enough stamina to beat 4 or 5 Bobcat defenders every time. Like, that's just not going to happen. So she's going to have to look for some of her teammates to get more involved, especially through the midfield. I mean, it's really been Pittman, Scott going forward. And they play a formation with 3 forwards, but the midfield really hasn't been able to drop in and help out just because of the speed of the Bobcats. The Bobcat offense is doing really well right now.
Yeah, and I mean, the defense is too. I mean, the defense, you're talking about those Pittman. I thought they played pretty well, but, with Aaron Ferris back there and Hannah Asbell and Kai Jeffries, they've been making the life of those players really hard. So if they can keep hustling like they've been. I mean, they were in the whole entire first half, though, so fatigue might be an issue. Because the sun is starting to come out here, so it's going to be a little warmer in the second half than it was in the first.
Ball played down the left side from Brooke Adams to Balzano. Gets it, taking on one defender. Just a little bit too far inside, but gets on her right foot, and she's looking for a shot. Is she looking for – nope, she looks for a cross. Finds Lekis on the far side, but straight at the keeper. So the keeper had all those angles covered. That ball is never really that dangerous, but the Bobcats, once again, getting forward, getting opportunities to make passes in the box.
No, yeah, it wasn't the best look right there. The goalkeeper was definitely ready for the angle, but Sophia Lekis ready to shoot. I mean, just let her get some confidence in her, and maybe we can see her score a goal later on, because we definitely know that she's got it in her. I mean, without Kenny AB, who's not going to be here for the remainder of the season due to an injury, I mean, Sophia Lekis is leading in goals, so we're going to need her to continue to shine throughout the rest of the season. Maybe not today, but throughout the rest of the season, especially coming into postseason time with it right around the corner. Sophia probably in her, I believe she's in her senior season as well. So, yeah, Sophia Lekis in her senior season. We're looking for some senior leadership from her.
Bobcats with some more control of possession here as they'll have a throw-in on the far side.
And I think that any time now that the game kind of stalls out and just goes back and forth, I mean, that's going to be a win for Georgia College. It's a winning time for Georgia College. UNCP needs to be on the aggression, needs to look to push the ball.
Yeah, and that's going to give some opportunities for the Bobcats. Here they are again in the box. Sells the ball back to Oon. Oon's going to take a left-footed strike, a lofty shot, but just didn't have that power to get in. I mean, never really challenged the keeper. It looked pretty and it looked good, but it really was just more of a lob-through shot trying to get that upper corner. The keeper had that covered all day.
Yeah, they got a nice, tall keeper in Gina Ryan. I mean, she's got some good height to her. Omar's daughter put that ball in a pretty good spot, kind of high up there, but great job right there by Ryan to make the save. Nothing really too challenging, though.
Lekis controls back to Ferris. Ferris tries to play Lekis in, and that ball will stay on the line. Nope. It'll be out for a Bobcat throw. So Graham will run all the way over there and get that one out to the ball girl.
And Robson, she's also been very active defensively for UNCP. It's a nice, long, tall body, not afraid to put her shoulder into you and, be physical, as most of the UNCP girls are.
Balzano working on the far side, plays back to Jeffries. Jeffries chops, comes inside middle, looks for Ruiz at the top. Her and Ruiz just weren't on the same page, and the ball's going to skip all the way back to Asbell, who you got to think will probably just play this one back to the keeper, as she does. And Graham gets ready to clear. Opens up, passes to Asbell. Asbell has some space here on the near side and plays right back to Graham.
Just trying to make the smart play here, get the ball up the field, to get a nice offensive possession for GC.
Graham tries to play a long ball into Ruiz, but that one just drifts out, and it'll be a UNCP throw right around the midfield line.
A rare mistake from Ashley Graham. A very, very rare mistake from the senior goalkeeper, Ashley Graham. The Scott, the nice header over to number 11, Rochelle. Just barely going to get the corner. Just barely. Man. So here we go as Rochelle looks to kick this corner in for UNC Pembroke. Their 6th now of the game.
A lot of tall bodies in Pembroke. Going to play this one in the middle of the box. Pembroke try to get on that one. Scott gets a foot to it, but is cleared out well back to the corner, and she's going to look to cross it back in once more.
GC out there hustling. Another corner though for it's Maggie Asbell. Makes it tough. A good defensive play there to to stop the halt, but to halt the push. Oh,
ball played in. Graham has that one covered. And the Bobcats will look to break a little bit faster as Graham launches this one down to Lekis. And a good header. If that one had taken a bounce on the ground, it probably could have been a lot dangerous. More dangerous.
Had that been a foot race with just Sophia Lekis, man, I'd take her with anybody in the whole conference in a foot race. All right, here we go, Scott. It's going to be a big possession right there. Asbell battling. Scott's not afraid to use her size, dude. Not at all.
She is definitely a powerful presence there in the box. 5'10", and she is calling for it in the middle now.
There's Rochelle on the outside. Kai Jeffries battling. Going to get another corner for.
Nope, this will be a goal kick.
Oh, yeah. Okay, there you go, Kai.
Did well to shield. So play's getting a little bit more physical. Bobcats still possessing the ball well.
But UNCP's coming out there. They've come out swinging so far. A lot of possession, a lot of attack going on so far early in the second half. GC needs to get back on the offensive a little bit. Relieve the defense some. Get the ball to Lekis. There she goes. To Brooks.
Bobcat third near the bench.
Yeah, alumni day out there. It was kind of nice to see AB and to see some of the seniors talking to the past GC soccer players. AB been here for like 5 years now, so she might as well be an alumni herself. Feel like she probably knows every single girl out there.
Scott looks to play in, chooses to take it herself, but does try to chip in Pittman.
Oh, Aaron Ferris.
Ferris gets a good touch on that ball, but cannot control it. Pittman gets there, and the help from Duvall here will save. Nope, and there will be another UNCP corner. So
Man.
Good play there by Pittman to force a corner.
I mean, she's out here hustling. I mean, Aaron Ferris has done a good job keeping her in check most of the day, but giving up another UNCP opportunity here. It's the third corner so far in the half. I mean, they've really been putting the pressure on this last 5 or so minutes. GC's got to keep playing smart, get it out, and maintain possession here.
Ball played in.
It's a little deep.
Ruiz looking to apply some pressure there and does well to keep Pembroke from getting the ball in. Pembroke still with possession, works around the ref there who's just in the way, and this ball will be won there by Balzano. But Balzano's pretty deep, doesn't have that many options going forward. But we'll play that one out. It's a deflection off Pembroke for another Bobcat throw.
Balzano doing a good job to get GC possession there. Maybe GC can use this opportunity to get a little offense. Nope, just throws it away to Robson.
Robson looks to play middle. Heavy contact there, but Maggie Asbell plays out and cannot find Ruiz.
Oh, no, gets it through past Asbell. Ruiz again is there, though. Graham's just going to reel it in. Scott and Pittman trying to mess with Ashley Graham.
So almost 10 minutes already gone in the second half. Bobcats still controlling with a 2-0 lead. And looking to add on now as Lekis works on the far side. Dips into Brooke Adams. Brooke Adams cannot link up with Lekis, but the ball deflected off Pembroke, comes straight back to her.
Gonna lose possession there. Going to go out to Pittman. Pittman's going to look to turn it. Oh, uh-oh, right there by the fence. Adams hustling. Looking to thread the needle, passing it in like that, man. GC's looking to push the ball up the field. A lot of aggression on these passes. Very, very aggressive. Not passing it backwards. I don't think I've seen it pass them backwards once. We've been passing it forward every single time. Doesn't matter. Oh, nice touch right there by Adams.
Trying to get Ruiz, just kidding.
There's Pittman. Ooh, okay, Aaron Ferris.
But here's Scott, higher in the box.
Scott is going
to the ball, and she's just bodying.
That's what I'm saying. Just looking like a NBA center, the way she just boxes out and just holds her hips so strong, uses her body to defend everybody off. There was 2 people there trying to get through her, and nobody could.
Just cannot get around her, and she holds the ball up so well. Just doesn't really get that much support from her teammates going forward.
Really looking like LeBron now. She's just got great size, though, honestly, man. Like, especially for her to have such quick feet, too.
Ball lofted into the box, and they look for Scott. Not surprised. And she wins that ball, and she's working around the right side against Duvall. Finds some space. Ground cross in, and a good chance there, but cleared out off the line there by Un. Out to Lekis, who is challenged by Scott, who clears that one out. So that was a great opportunity for a shot. I mean, Graham didn't even have to make a save there because Un was on the line, but Graham was in position, but it would have been key to see if that ball would have been dangerous and might have found the back of the net if Un had not cleared that one.
That was one of their better possessions, you know, and one of their better attacks for sure. But, like, Omar's daughter, man, doing it on both sides of the ball, looking like she could do everything out there. Making stops by the goal, passing it for the assist. I mean, I've seen her kick the long ball in for goals. Like, Un's doing everything.
Ball up to Lekis. Just turned over there. Possession given away.
The ball battling.
Scott again just holding the ball up so well.
Yeah, Savannah Duvall, when she's trying to, you know, guard Scott right there, she's had her hands full. Oh, no, that's Hannah Asbell down. Is it? No, it's not
Maggie.
Asbell.
That's Maggie Asbell.
Okay.
Who just came on this half. Has a replacement for Bonzer. Just down, just looked like she had a little bit of weird contact there.
Yeah, favoring those legs somewhere on that ankle area. Never like to see anybody go down. And she's going to get up there. Not on her own power, though, so we're going to hope for the best for Maggie Asbell there, the freshman, as she gets lifted off the field.
Yeah, you see her sister Hannah out there. Just words of encouragement. Maggie, not that much playing time this year, but when she comes in, she's very effective. Good defensive midfielder and controls possession well for the Bobcats. So,
I mean, Hope Clark's got a lot of time left with the Asbell sisters. She's also got some time left with, you know, at least one of the Bergamini sisters, you know. Really both the Bergamini sisters, as they both are freshmen. So, dang, I hope Clark's got 2 pair of sisters.
Yeah, 2 pairs of twins.
They're twins too, both of them?
Yep.
Dang, man. That's what you call scouting
So
and recruiting.
Bonzer checks back into the game for Maggie Asbell.
Sophia got a little breather. Sophia Bonzer making the most out of her conditioning today. Going to play majority of this one.
Ball dips into the box. Going to be won there by Pittman, but shielded out by Kai, and Bonzer does well to get the ball up. Deflection over to Brooke Adams. He's going to look to play far side, but good pressure there from the Braves and work the ball all the way back to Asbell, who's probably going to play the ball back to Graham. She does. And Graham launches a ground cross low, or ground ball low, and over to Brooke Adams, who goes near side here to Un.
Un on the attack, man. Oh, so dangerous. Great with the ball.
Got support, just cannot find
Splits
support.
the
That
defenders.
deflection really off the UNC Pembroke defender took that one to the Bobcats. And Aaron Ferris does well to clear that one.
Looking to get to Pittman or Scott, man. UNC Pembroke.
Pittman plays that ball and just tries to run past Ferris. Ferris saw that one coming the entire way. Plays back to Graham. and the Bobcats look to clear.
GC has no problem just running the ball back, letting Ashley Graham kick it along and going from there.
And Lekis works far side. A great Meg there to get inside position. And
She still has
going.
possession.
Bonzer here on the near side, and she chooses not to pass to her. Crops switches around and then gets it to her. But the play slowed down just a little bit, and the Bobcats lose possession. Nope, Asbel gathers that one back and was going to play it across, and then Scott wins that one. So Pembroke here on the attack as this ball's played in. Pittman's going to get to it.
Pittman's got some speed on the outside.
Pittman's going to get to it just in time. Has a lot of space there on the far side, looking for some options. Tries to play the Meg between Ferris's legs, just could not. But that's a story that we've seen so many times through this game. I mean, Pembroke will get up there and they'll have their chances, but they don't have any support when the player gets on the ball inside the box. There's not that many options to pass to, and that's a testament to Georgia College's defense, but as well as UNC Pembroke players from the midfield aren't really pushing forward.
There's not a lot of movement.
Exactly. I mean, you have to respect the threat of the Bobcat counterattack, and it's been working so far. Great ball played in by Scott. That ball almost went into the goal.
That was a shot, dog.
So that was a laser. That was a good shot there from Scott.
That's the best shot we've seen all day. And I mean, Scott does lead the team in goals, and she showed her power right there. It's a great save.
Great save there by Graham. Knocks the ball out for a corner. UNC Pembroke leads the corners 9-7.
That was sneaky, dude.
They'll have another one here. Almost every single time in the corners, the Braves have tried to find Scott, and they do here. Graham rises up, punches that one away, but it skips right back out to a Pembroke player. Kai Jeffries closes, and Sophia closes on the other side. But Pembroke does win it, and Sophia wins it back. Sophia plays it, but Pembroke can possess here in the box.
Trying to get
it to Scott. Scott's powerful there. A deflection off the Bobcats, and Ferris is going to try to shield here. Pittman. And that ball scrapes across the face of Graham, and they just go out for a goal kick. So a good spell possession there from Pembroke. A lot of good chances. A great shot there by Scott. Good cross on the corner, but they just cannot seem to find the back of the net. Bobcats still lead 2-0.
Dude, this GC defense is very, very good. They're very persistent. They're in your face. They have great on-ball, pressure. If they can keep it out, then plus with Graham to hold it all down, this defense is no joke. It's a young defense, too. I mean, Hope Clark sees a lot of potential in them. Besides, Ashley Graham is a senior, so you're going to lose Ashley Graham, but.
Ball played up to Balzano. Balzano controls, looks to find Ruiz here on the near side. Ruiz cuts back in, looks to find Bonzer. Bonzer plays through the middle, takes a couple of dribbles, finds Kai Jeffries on the far side. Jeffries works down the line, and she's going to charge down the side, and she's going to win a Bobcat throw.
Kai hustling right there. It's normally what happens anytime Kai is in or around the ball. She's putting all her effort into that thing.
28-29 left to go here in the second half. Bobcats still lead 2-0 and are threatening now as this throw gets into the box. Aaron Ferris with a nice, Sophia Lekis rather, with a nice turn and a good shot, but saved there by the keeper.
Okay, Sophia Lekis trying to get it going here in this half. GC hasn't had a lot of pressure. It's been a lot of pressure by UNCP, and here they go again.
Here they go, a lot of space here on the near side. Brooke Adams looks to close, and that ball is played right to Uno. And Ruiz back on the attack. Bobcats going to have a 3-on-3 here. Perfectly set up for Balzano. Balzano's going to look to play Lekis through.
Oh, Sophia!
A great shield there by the UNCP defender.
Robson, man. Robson has been there all day, and she's really not afraid to, put that defender on her hip and bother her. So, not surprised to see Robson make a good play right there. But
we talk about Scott at 5'10". Robson's 5'11". Yeah. Very powerful in her own right there.
That doesn't have as much weight as Scott has or as much speed, but still a very, very big presence inside and used defensively very well.
Yeah, she did well to shield Lekis there off a great ball played by Balzano.
Yeah, I mean, Lekis had the speed on her, and I think Lekis had the legs on her for sure, but just a little bit too physical for her. Sophia trying to get it going, though. I like the aggression I've seen from her this half. GC needs to see some aggression this half. It's really been all UNCP offensively this half. It's been a lot of GC defense, reel in a lot of corners from UNCP. So if they can get some offensive pressure here to relieve the defenders, relieve Sophia Bonser, I think that'd be great for GC.
Yeah, and that's what I saw in the last matchup too. They played Clayton State at home and they won 2-0, and they scored both goals in the first half, and the second half was really nothing doing for the Bobcats. So pretty much the same story today. I mean, he scored early twice in the first half. And in the second half, it's really been more defending and more just trying to control possession.
Yeah, and talking to Sophia Lekis at the end of the last game, and that's kind of what she said. She said the first half energy was really, really good, and if they could find a way to maintain it throughout the entire game, I mean, the team would be in really good shape coming into postseason play, which is obviously, on their minds.
Yeah, this will be a big step for the Bobcats if they can gain this spot from Pembroke. Like I said, just one spot behind them in the conference standings for 5th place, and that'll give them a good boost as they move forward throughout the rest of the season.
And they're going to be led right there by Sophia. Let's see what they can do. Brooke Adams kicking it out. A lot of room out there, but it's a UNC Pembroke player who's going to reel it in, number 22, Stewart.
Bobcats have 5 games left on the season. Converse on Monday. That's senior day, so we'll say farewell to our seniors. But it won't be the last home game, as the following home game is Young Harris, and that'll be the Sea of Green, so wear green. And that's followed by 2 road contests if we can get past USC Aiken and Young Harris to maintain our spot in the conference standing. And that'll be the PBC first round of the tournament that will be played on October 30th.
When's the last time we hosted a soccer game? A playoff soccer game?
Tournament? Before my time. I've been here for 5 years, and I've never
seen
so
quite the feat. Omar Zarder goes down kind of hard there, not looking too good, holding her back. Oh, no. She's going to hop up there. Looks to be okay. Man, so at least for the last 5 years, we're going to have to talk to the old Al Weston about that one. He'll have the answer for us.
Well, it's usually the higher seed host in the first round.
Yeah. When's the last time soccer was as good, though, is the question. Because soccer was ranked nationally early in the year. I don't know where they are right now. They're still really good.
Well, last time the poll came out, we were sitting at 6th in the region, which is just behind a couple of teams. Columbus State, obviously, number 3 in the entire country, undefeated in conference play, has really spearheaded the conference. So any road, as of now, in the conference tournament is going to go through Columbus.
Man, all we need is someone to help us out in the conference, dude, and we can go ahead and host our way through it. What are we, the 4 seed, 3 seed coming into it? 3 seed?
Well, we're 6 right now.
Oh, so we're 6. Oh, man. But with this game, we'll be the 5.
Yes.
Okay.
So, I mean, all we have to do is just keep winning and have some other things go right in the conference.
And it helps that, we have 2 home games left. If it's going to be split with, 3 home games, 3 away games if we count today?
Yes.
Yeah, we're good at home. Obviously up 2-0 again. So if we can get the win on Monday, get the win today, that's a good start to the rest of the season.
Bonser comes up limping there on that challenge. UNC Pembroke's going to have a throw on the far side.
And then fatigue is going to be something to watch with these girls now. I mean, like, Ferris has been in the whole game. Asbell's been in the whole game. Bonser only got a little break. Like, those are going to be Omar's daughter. Those are going to be things to watch out for with, the way these players like to push, especially with Scott and Pittman. But they've also been in the whole game. So will they be able to, be as aggressive in their pushes as they were early on? That's going to be a big thing for them.
And it doesn't help running on wet grass, wet socks, wet cleats.
Yeah,
like
working
that
twice
just
as
weighs
hard.
you down. Exactly. And over the course of the game, these girls have really battled physically and, like you mentioned, stamina-wise, with just the speed of each team's wingers. These defenders are having to work really hard, and Graham is going to have to come out and clear that one off the line. Almost clears that one into the stands there.
Dude, she's got a boot, man. UNCP again on the attack. Omar's daughter on the much bigger offender right there, but no worries from her. She's not scared.
Ball played in, controlled by Pembroke. Back out, Omar's daughter gets it. It's going to look at the play up forward.
That was a great drive right there by the
Scott
ball.
wins it back. So Scott just really has that strong presence. I mean, Bobcats haven't really found an answer for her. She's just a beast on the inside, but just isn't really getting any support.
GC just really letting her go to work there. I mean, a lot of GC players seen just, shading her to one side, making her go to one side, giving her some space, making her run. Because she can't keep the pace all game, dude. I don't believe it. Not at that size. Maybe she'll prove me wrong, but it's a long game. It's been a good pace game, too. Not a lot of standing around. A lot of back and forth.
Pembroke tries to lob this one in. Graham has that covered all the way, and she's just going to let that one go out for a goal kick.
All over the place.
So Pembroke right now trying to play long balls into their forwards. Not much success, but they've had a couple of good chances. Just could not cash in on this 2-0 lead.
No, they had a couple of good chances in there where the ball could have gone in, and had you not had an Omar's daughter, had you not had the, PBC goalkeeper of the year potentially in Ashley Graham, I mean, it could very well be 2-2 right now. So Ashley Graham, this defense doing a great job of keeping us in it, but still 20 minutes left to go, a lot of soccer left, and UNCP is not really slowing down on these attacks. As they slow down on the attack right there. GC going to get possession back. Aaron Ferris on the throw-in. Getting it to Duvall. Savannah Duvall moving the ball up to the middle of the field. No Bobcat offenders there.
A lot of space there from Pembroke. Not as much pressure as from the Bobcat forwards.
Trying to get it into
Once
Scott,
again,
looks like.
just playing a long ball, and Graham's just going to have that one covered every single time.
Well, here's the thing, dude. When you're throwing it into the post to Scott, it's got to be a little easier than throwing it into someone a little smaller. So the mindset is, I guess she's just so big, she'll go up and get it.
Really dominating presence, but hasn't really cashed in on any opportunities today. Bonser on the far side, finds Balzano. Balzano's looking to play, but Pembroke's driving her back. Chips that one into Lekis. Lekis does well to control that one. Plays Ruiz through on the far side, but Pembroke's going to clear that one out for a throw over by the Bobcat bench.
Just another opportunity of UNCP just playing it super safe. Going to clear the ball there. Halt the GC attack. Slow the momentum. Because here's the thing, man. When GC gets pushing, the crowd gets into it a little bit. They get kind of loud. They get kind of rowdy. So maybe them clearing it makes it a little bit easier. Got about 20 minutes left in this one.
Here we go.
Freshman Lydia Atkinson checks into the game now for Oom. Oom's going to get her first break of the day. Lydia Atkinson will slide in at this right back spot over on the near side. Bobcats doing well as Ferris looks to do something down there. Interesting matchup here in the middle of the field now, as Lekis seems to be playing a central role, more off throw-ins.
Oh, Kai battling there. Gonna get pushed over a little bit.
One there by Brianna Decoteau.
And she was doing a little bit too much with that pass. Ashley Graham having to bring it back inside the box. Gonna pick it up. Ashley Graham with the quick hands, man. She's a little bit of a troll out there, though. Plays the defenders.
Just a heavy touch there from Brooke Adams. Couldn't find Bergamini on the near side. And Pembroke looks to reload. Throw in deep.
Asbell's hustling to get there. Ooh,
Asbell does well to cover.
Ooh, and juking her out. And making the nice pass to Bergamini.
Bergamini tries to play in Balzano. Sophia Lekis comes from nowhere.
Oh, Sophia.
Like just in the middle of the field. Just could not win that one, but does force Pembroke to put it out for a throw.
Kai Jeffries with the orange cleats, making it look like super fast out there, man. Sophia now working into the corner. It's Adams. Inside the Lekis. Gonna lose the ball right there. Who's that, Robson? No, number 22. Stewart again. She's called her name a couple times now. There's Sophia on that favored side, man. She's got some room. A lot of UNCP bodies there. 4 black jerseys there. Robson's just going to clear it out with the big foot. Going to be another throw in right there. Aaron Ferris coming over to toss it in for the Bobcats.
17:56 to go here left in the second half.
Tick-tock.
UNC is going to have to get something going. I mean, they're still down by 2 goals. Haven't really had any clean shots at Ashley Graham in the second half, other than Scott's rocket shot that we saw early on. Scott here plays in the middle. Pembroke really pushing bodies forward now. That's just going to be a heavy touch there from Scott, and she loses possession.
She's definitely lost a step as the game's going on. Earlier on, she would hit that first little bump on the dribble, and she would look to turn that corner. Her step is slowed down a little bit. It's going to make it a little easier for those GC defenders to keep up with her.
Lydia Atkinson does well to win that ball right there. She's going to have to play it through the middle quickly. And that ball is played into Balzano. Balzano to Brooke Adams. Looks to play in Lekis. Another shot there by Adams was just too lofty, and nothing doing there for the Bobcats as it goes straight to the keeper.
Nice push, though. I mean, they were very decisive in their decisions. I mean, even with the shot, it was very quick. They made the decision. It wasn't maybe the best one, but they made it nonetheless. And a good aggression, a good push nonetheless.
Atkinson doing well over here on the near side. Really started that possession there for the Bobcats, that movement going forward by winning a good ball there against Scott. Scott back in on the near side. Floats the ball in far side there for number 10, Maya Grimes, who has come in the second half to replace.
Aaron Ferris banging. Oh, is that she replaced Pittman? Going to get Pittman a breather. Remember, going to bring her back in the last 10 minutes or so or something like that?
And there she is, right at the scores table. So 16:25 left to go. Pittman getting ready to check back in the game. The speedster, I mean, you have to have her out there. She hasn't had really that many good chances, but you can't really have any substitute for speed. If a player can just be out there and run and cause problems for the defense, it really can only help your team.
Yeah. Create opportunities. I mean, it's all you got to do is just let her get the ball in open space, and hopefully something will happen. She probably will get checked in here very soon. So 16 minutes exactly. She is going to get checked back in here for UNCP. Speedster. There she goes, man. Alexis Pittman getting some love here actually in the crowd. On the season, Alexis Pittman has started all 10 games. She's got 3 goals in those games. She's got no assists, though. Interesting. No assists in the season for Pittman. On that Kobe stuff. I only shoot. That's a Graham on the boot. Sophia Bonds are taking the L.
Bobcats with a lot of players forward. If you just look at the midfield there on your screen, not too many players in the midfield. Either they're forward or they're attacking. So a lot of space for both teams. It's just who's going to be able to take advantage of that.
How much longer do you just, play with all these attacking forwards for GC? Or do you just keep with the aggression the entire game? Or do you park the bus here in a second because you're up 2-0 with 15 minutes left to go?
Bobcats getting a little bit sloppy with their passes. Pittman gets a foot to that one, but it's deflected over to keeper Ashley Graham, who's just going to let the ball roll and just wait for the pressure just to come pick it up.
It makes Scott work. It's the right idea by Ashley Graham. Like, she's been in the game the entire game. So, those legs have got to be feeling it.
Ball won by Brooke Adams. Back to Aaron Ferris. Aaron Ferris sends the ball in long. One near side. Chipped over here to Pittman. Pittman chips in. And she's going to be off to the races, and that is a foul call there.
Honestly, not even mad about that call. Pittman had a lot of space on the outside.
Oh, for sure.
So, good job, Kai Jeffries. Nothing easy. Nothing easy inside. Here's a long ball coming into Scott, trying to do a little seal move and kick it off her head.
13:35 left to go in this game. Pembroke trying to apply more pressure, but Bobcats with the possession right now. Lekis spins away, gets free, keeps the ball.
And this is her
element. Going down the line. Balzano in the middle.
Look at her go.
Bergamini out wide. She stops, collects herself, crosses over to Balzano.
Uh-oh, Sophia. Oh. That's it, though, Sophia. Load it up. There's Lekis. Making them. Oh, she broke her ankles.
Good work, son.
Oh, man. Sophia. If that shot would have been in, man, that would have been on Sports Center. Kai out here hustling.
It's a good move there. Kai working near side. Ball chipped away. Pittman getting in now. She's causing more of a problem here on this left side. It's interesting. You see she started on the right side. So,
what's interesting is that coach moved Aaron Ferris from the far side to the near side once Pittman came back in.
Yeah, I mean, you got to do it works, and Ferris did a great job defending her in the first half. So,
no, Ferris did do a great job of defending her in the first half, and I think that, Pittman's going to have some fresh legs now. Well, Bergamini is going to check in.
So Bergamini is going to switch over to right back, and that means Aaron Ferris is going to be pushed up. To left wing, and that means Sophia Lekis is going to get her first breather of the day. 12 minutes left to go in the game. You got to imagine if it stays like this, that might be her last action of the day.
She played some pretty good minutes here in the second half. No goals, but 3 shots. A lot of pressure on that far side of the field.
Ball played back to Graham. She'll collect.
Making her work, man. Just making her work. Ashley Graham, man. Oh, so valuable. Here comes the boot. Thing went about 60 yards, at least. Call the NFL scouts. Sophia Bonds are there. Savannah Duvall clearing it. UNC Pembroke making a little sub is number 10. Grimes comes out. Scott right there with the ball working. I just feel like she's lost a step. Still working very quickly though against 3 GC defenders. Savannah Duvall making another defensive play there. Bergamini gonna kick it back to Ferris, who's gonna. Whoop. No way Bergamini gets there. Okay, yeah. Great hustle though.
Scott did a good job there holding up the play. You could see she was loading up for a shot, but just 3 Bobcat defenders came over to pressure and really didn't have anywhere to go with the ball. Balzano drifts there, and she's going to lose that one out of bounds. It'll be a Pembroke throw.
All right, there you go. Kai Jeffries. Oof, almost saving it. She's just quick, dude. Like
quick feet, quick banking,
yeah,
always in the right position.
Gets to the like always, man. Like Kai never makes anything easy. Savannah Duvall making some impact here late in the second half. I mean, 2 clears, stopping Scott on the stop right there, another stop. I mean, it's going to be a corner for UNCP, but with only 10 minutes left to go, if they don't get something going quick, it's not going to be good.
Yeah, I mean, you need 2, but first you got to get 1.
Yeah.
And they're on their 10th corner of the game. They've had some dangerous corners, especially early in the second half. And they send this one in. A good ball.
Oh, that one's looking good.
Scott, that was a great ball, but just a good awareness there by keeper Ashley Graham to come get that one. If that wasn't in her hand, Scott was on the end of that one, and that was in the back of the net.
The concentration, man. I feel like Ashley Graham saw a body flying right in front of her before that ball got there, then still was able to make the catch clean.
That was a really good corner.
That was a great pass, too. Great concentration. A little physical there. Nothing special in this game, though. Full of physical bumps. Oh, she's a little shaken up there, Robson is. That's not Robson, that's number 22. Haley Stewart. Haley Stewart maybe struggling a little bit there. Limping at the bottom of your screen. She might be all right. Coach is going to leave her in. GC taking the time with this one. Short one on the ground. Head coach Hope Clark in her 9th season as the head coach of this ladies soccer team. Might be the best season for her as a head of this ladies soccer team. Bobcats looking to make some postseason noise coming up with about 5 games left after this one. Next game is at home on Monday. Oh, Sophia Bonzer making this crowd get on their feet. The Bonds, they call her. She hasn't gotten much rest due to Maggie going down earlier. Hopefully she's all right. I'm sure we'll have an update on her next game. But GC can't afford to lose too many more players, so I'm hoping that she can get it together by the end of the season and be ready for postseason play. Atkinson with the ball. She's did a good job to shield the defender away with her body.
She has played very meaningful minutes here for the Bobcats, and has done a great job, and that's why she's gotten the confidence to come in late in games and help secure that Bobcat defense.
Yeah, Coach Hope Clark must have a lot of confidence in her girls, especially her young girls. She plays a lot of young talent.
Pembroke with a nice shot there, just too high over the net. Really running out of time here to have the opportunities. I mean, they're down 2, and they need to get at least 1 to get this rally started. 6:37 to go. Pretty even on the shot count. Bobcats have 11 shots, just the 2. Oh, it's dead even after that 1 shot. So Bobcats have 11 shots. UNC Pembroke has 11 shots. UNC Pembroke with 10 corners. And the Bobcats with a 2-0 lead. So the Bobcats have 2 goals that came early in the first half.
Yeah, before the 15 minutes, yeah.
Exactly. So nothing doing for either team really until then. A lot of good chances, just haven't been able to finish. Scott stands up. Asbell does well to push her out. Pembroke drifts the ball back to the box and tries to loft one in on the corner. Good job there by Atkinson to clear it. The ball stays in. It will not. It will go out for a UNC Pembroke throw.
I mean, as long as they're just kind of stalling it out now, it's going to be a win for GC. Just keep the pressure on, keep clearing it, and, just come out and close this one up.
Kai Jeffries gets a little bit of pressure right there. Scott gets the ball dipped into her, and she's going to control that one. She's a load to have to deal with, and she gets a good shot there. Clean shot, but Graham was really shaded towards that side, so a good save there by her. Good awareness.
I feel like that ball moved kind of quickly for how little effort I thought she put into that.
Oh, for sure. She definitely has a powerful left foot, and we saw that earlier in the second half with that shot that Graham had to save.
She got a quick trigger, man. Got a quick trigger on those feet. GC on the push here on the long side of the field.
Bergamini played in. Low cross there.
Sister.
Plays to Kai Jeffries, who's one-on-one on this side, and she's going to try to get in. And
Kai's out here hustling!
Still got it. She just took a little bit of a heavy touch there in the box and just couldn't control that one. Brooke Adams forces the ball back to Ferris. Ferris intercepts, gives back to Asbell. Asbell back to Ferris. Ferris with a heavy touch, and that one will go out of bounds for a UNCP throw.
Man, the sophomore Kai Jeffries stepping up in a big way. She might be the most improved player. She is very, very solid defensively. You can't say enough about her, what she does and what she brings to this Bobcat team.
Duvall tries to pick out.
Ooh, Grandos falling on the ground there. Granados, excuse me. Asher Graham is not worried.
Graham boots that one down to the middle of the field.
Scott is there.
When has she not been, honestly?
On the offensive side.
Every single ball. Drifts that one in. A nice ball played in over the Bobcat defense. That one's going to chase her to the line, though. Gets a cross in. And a goal.
Yeah, that went in.
And a beautiful cross there off the ball from Scott. Scott lofted that one in. And
Asher Graham had nothing to do there. She couldn't have saved that one.
I mean, there was just a lack of marking there by the Bobcat defenders, and UNCP is back in this. A goal for Carly Rochelle, the redshirt junior forward from Maple Hill, North Carolina.
Yeah, an assist coming from Stacy Scott. It's only her second assist. Well, that wasn't even from her. That was from whoever touched it in lacrosse. But I mean, the play was started by Stacy Scott there, kicking it, getting the ball to the girl who crossed it in, and then it was a pretty easy goal there from UNCP after the great cross. So, some great passing happened there. Jeffries hit the circle move, man. Hit the spin move.
Really just fell asleep there on defense, and they're going to have to do something to try to wrap this one up.
Well, they don't look too happy after that score. I mean,
Sophia charging into the box, and she'll just be shielded out for a UNCP goal kick. They're going to look to get this one started quickly. 3:32. They're just down by 1 now.
And this is when it gets interesting now. Now UNCP has a chance to – they can feel it, man. They can taste it. They can taste it, man. They could see overtime, man. They're looking for it, but GC's trying to close it out. Oh, Scott with the ball in the middle of the field. Asbell battling. It's a big girl. The quick feet by Asbell.
Asbell does well. It resets to Graham. Bobcats are going to have to hold a lot of possession here now.
Yes, they are. I mean, the UNCP is going to do everything they got to give it to Scott and to give it to Pittman on those sides, Misjudging the ball a little bit right there. Savannah Duvall doing a good job to clear it out, getting it out to Kayla Ruiz.
Ruiz tries to flick over, misses the ball, but she feeds it through, and she's going to be able to use that pace. Nope, gets shielded out of the way just a little bit. No help from the Bobcats.
Still working though. They're still looking for those 50-50 balls instead of taking their time to try to make sure they get it in and get a good look.
Atkinson plays up to Lekis, but Pembroke with some
no.
space there on the far side.
Savannah
Played
ball
in
getting
deep.
beat.
Another cross in. And another goal for UNC Pembroke.
Wow.
And we're all tied at 2 now. Rapid fire offense here. The Bobcats just not covering on the cross. Good balls into the box. And just
very quick.
Very questionable marking there by the Bobcat defenders. So
I mean, they're making all these defenders turn around. Losing their footing.
Too many 50-50 plays there by the Bobcat defenders, not really keeping control of the ball. And they're going to have to push forward now if they want this win. Misstep there by Lekis, plays the ball out of bounds for a throw.
What a game this has been, or what a game this is turning into. 2-2 now, just like that. Who would have thought? Not I.
Ball stays in for Lekis.
UNC Pembroke goal scored by number 3, Alexis Pittman. Assist to number 13, Bree Mason. And number 11, Carly Rochelle.
UNCP player down there. And stoppage of play. This will be a drop ball for the Bobcats.
That's a big loss right there for UNCP, though. Robson, she's had a major impact on that defensive line for UNCP. The minute 53 here, that could be a big loss, but we'll see. GC's attack hasn't been too formidable here in the second half.
Kai Jeffries does well to win that ball. Tries to keep it in bounds, but cannot. It'll be a UNCP throw on the far side. Bonzer tries to find Ruiz on the far side. Cannot. Try and wrench down the game. Ball lofted up to Diaz-Grandos. Bangs head with a couple of defenders. Bonzer wins
Sophia
that
looking
one.
there. Sophia Lekis, is it a little too long?
Lekis gets it. No real space.
Cooking them.
Tries to find someone else in the box and just can't. And the ball is going to be called out there on that first move. So the head ref didn't really see the AR with the flag up. And there's just 1 minute now left in this game. Ball played into Ruiz. Ruiz tries to chip around the defender, and it's going to be a Pembroke throw.
Fans get into it now. UNCP has all the momentum, it feels like. The way they're playing with such confidence. They're winning all the 50-50s. Maintaining possession here. The second half has really been all of them. Scott with the push here.
Getting across into the box for Graham. Graham's looking to reset. No player is really forward for the Bobcats, but she launches it anyway. Ball tries to get Diaz-Grandos involved. Can't win the header. Goes straight back to Pembroke.
20 seconds remaining. Aaron Ferris trying to stay with it. Scott. Oh, no.
Atkinson clears.
Granados with the hustle late game. Kai Jeffries might. This is going to go to overtime.
All right, well, that is the end of regular time. So we have a 2-2 score, and that means that we're going to have 2 overtimes, but it will be golden goal. So we'll see what happens in that overtime period. So once again, here at Bobcat Field, all tied in at 2-2 after 2 late goals on the late push there from Pembroke to get back in this one. Stay tuned, Bobcats. We'll bring you the overtime periods here in a minute on the Bobcat Broadcast Network.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Bobcat Field here for overtime. Bobcat Soccer's versus UNC Pembroke here on alumni night. GC went up 2-0 in the first. UNCP brought it back 2-0 in the second. And now I'm here along Sean Montgomery. I'm Jason Thornton for free soccer, Sean. As if the soccer wasn't already free. Here's some more free soccer.
Soccer's already free, and those 2 goals that UNCP scored were really free too. No marking in the box there from the Bobcats, and those crosses were well netted there by UNCP, and no one really thought they were going to get back in the game. I mean, we heard some grumbling from the fans. Thought this one was over, but UNCP fighting well to the end when the game is not over, and there's a lot of good chances left to be had.
Yeah, I mean, once they scored their first goal, the GC offense did catch a little spark, though, so maybe we'll see some more of that. Kind of same thing going on, but the defense doesn't keep up and do what they were doing in the first half. I mean, we're going to be in trouble here as Pittman has a lot of space on the left side already. It's going to be offsides. Third time she's got called for that today. She needs to get on sides.
I mean, the Bobcats started fast, as you mentioned. I mean, they just progressively got less and less good chances on goal throughout the game. They just couldn't put Pembroke away. And, I mean, even if you're not getting good offensive chances, you have to be solid on defense. And we saw a couple of gambles that led to both of the crosses that led to both of the UNCP goals. So Bobcats going to have to tighten up a little bit and do what they did that got them the lead in the first place if they want to edge out of here with 3 points.
If we can just play defense like we did for the first 86.5 minutes, we'll be okay.
That ball chipped in. Pittman's speed causing a lot of problems for the Bobcats. Now it's just going to have to be dipped out there by Asbel for a UNCP throw.
Man.
Long ball played in.
So, Sean, why don't you go ahead and explain the overtime rules to us? I know we got 2 10-minute halves. But what else we got? Is it golden goal? I think so.
Yes. So it's the first team that scores wins.
Inside the half. Well, they have the half answer. I think if they score, then they have the half
answer. If no
answer.
team scores during the first period, we'll play a second period.
Yeah.
And then, likewise, in that one, it'll be the first team wins.
Man, if we can only come out of here with a tie today, though, that has to feel like a win for UNC Pembroke.
Oh, for sure. I mean, the Bobcats were in complete control of this game, and here goes Lekis.
It's not over yet, though. Still about 17 minutes of a soccer.
Jeffrey streaking down the left side. Lekis just chose a different option. Ruiz playing well. A lot of pace up here for the Bobcats now. Brooke Adams also drifted into the play, looking for some support.
Ooh.
Shakes off a defender. Pressed here over here on the near side.
Sophia, she switched sides. You're going to take the header. That ball is probably going to take a little bounce out. All right. Good GC push, not a great GC finish. Let's see some more offensive aggression hopefully later on in this overtime period. Going to be a goal kick taken by not the goalie, but number 10, Maya Grimes. She puts a nice boot on it about 40 yards down the field right there by Brooke Adams had she turned around, but it's all good. Here we go, man. That ball is going to roll out of bounds as Ruiz looked a little confused. Passing balls are a little long. Girls need to get together, find their connection, and get one in the back of the net here before these overtime period ends. Because to come out of here with a tie,
no, it's for sure a win for UNC.
Not justifiable, in my opinion.
That they had.
Yeah, after such a weak start, to come away with 2 goals and in the fashion they did, pretty much back to back.
But once again, Bobcats just one position behind Pembroke in the conference standings. So this is a key spot to be able to have a higher seed going into the tournament if you can play the rest of the season like we know the Bobcats can.
Yeah. And they have the defense, I mean, to hold it in the postseason. They've got to be consistent, and they've got to be able to, put goals on the board, too, especially when they need them in the clutch. So we'll see which Bobcat senior, because, I mean, before it's easy, man. You just, hey, we got number 21. You give it to Bartholomew, let her make it happen. But somebody now has to make a play. Somebody needs to step up and make a big play here in overtime.
That ball will be lifted over the defense into Graham. Graham scoops up, plays quickly, throws off to the left side to Atkinson. Atkinson now looking to pass. Finds Lekis, on the far side.
Kai trying to keep it in play. The ball right to Scott. Had Kai not touched it, so Duvall going to try to keep it in play for GC.
Bobcats playing on the far side, trying to keep possession, try to find some avenues into the box. Balzano holds up well. Tries to turn, cannot turn. Ball drifts back, and Scott wins that one.
It's a good hustle right there by the ball to get her foot in there and actually get that ball back for GC. It's a great hustle right there by the ball, especially because she's a smaller defender to the, opposing Scott.
Atkinson takes the throw, gets into Sophia Lekis. Sophia Lekis runs through the middle, tries to find another player. Bonzer was open on the left, just could not find her.
That hustle right there.
Ball played in Scott. Scott takes a mistouch, but goes over to Pittman anyway. Pittman keeps it in near side.
It's been the matchup of the day right here, Aaron Ferris and Pittman. There's Ferris again, making the most out of it. Going to get the clear. Not even going to get the clear. Going to keep it in possession for GC. What a great hustle right there by Aaron Ferris.
Ruiz, good pace. Sprints through. Just nothing doing for the Bobcats in the middle. I mean, they're playing through, but there's not really that many options for passes. Bonzer controls. Looks to play to Kai Jeffries, but plays back to Duvall. Duvall opens up. Tries to get forward. Plays a bad ball there. That's intercepted by Pembroke. Ball played through almost to Scott. Scott is onside, and she's just not going to be able to get to that one before Graham. Graham's just going to let that one roll, pick it up, and look to reset play.
It's dangerous with Scott being alone back down there with a little bit of room with one defender. Like she's shown that if she's given the opportunity, she can dish it off to her teammate. She can make things happen. She's a playmaker.
3:42 left in this first overtime period. And the Bobcats try to control possession now. Kai Jeffries tries to shield. Pembroke clears deep into the corner. That will be out for a Bobcat throw on the far side.
Another throw in for GC. Pushing it down the field to Kai Jeffries. Kai, turn it quick. Going to lose the ball, though, to the shield. Oh, right there by Rochelle. Oh, that's a little touchy, especially because of how physical this game has been. Surprised they called that one, but nonetheless a free kick right there by the UNCP. GC fans not thrilled about that call. UNCP taking their time on this free kick. 2:50 around that mark left to go. Free ball won by GC. Whoa, doing the plays on the ground. Making a quick move, getting it up to Kayla Ruiz.
Ruiz with a missed touch there. Just gets away to Pittman. Ferris on the far side plays back to Ruiz. Ruiz plays into Bonzer. Bonzer opens and misses.
Ruiz nutmegged her. She nutmegged her.
Straight to the Bobcat defense. Kai Jeffries looking to enforce her will on the far side. A little bit of overlap there, and she's in. And
Kai's got some room. Pass a little in front of her. GC trying to keep up the attack. Going to lose possession to UNCP, though. Mason doing a good job. There's Brooks. Or Brooke.
No real support or help there from Balzano, but she does well to work down the right side. Just can't seem to get the ball to any of the forwards.
There's Adams again being rezoned all over the play here. Trying to make something happen. A playmaker in the middle of the field. Getting it over to Bonzer. Bonzer, she can get there. Not going to get there. It was a good look right there by Adams. Good idea. Asbell's there. Scott's not going to be able to get to the ball. Oh, great footwork right there by Hannah Asbell to shield off the bigger offender in Scott and keep the ball in possession for GC. Looking to Bonzer. What?
Her and Ruiz just not on the same page. Good three ball there by Bonzer. Ruiz just not looking for a pass forward at this point in the match.
It's been a long game. Some tired legs out there on both sides, I'm sure. As we're about to wrap up the first overtime here. Still tied up at 2-2. Again, GC did lead for the first 86.5 minutes, 2-0. Sophia right there going to lose it to Robson, who comes back on after being injured earlier at the end of the second. 35 seconds left. Maybe we'll get one more little push here. If not, overtime will be halfway through. Kai Jeffries making some plays in the middle of the field. Might kick it out to Ruiz. A little frustration coming out from the GC side. I think they need just to slow it down, play some soccer. You know, like, it's okay. We're still in this game.
Bobcats just cannot seem to find any accuracy on this one.
Oh, no. All right. Was going to head out.
So this will be the break at the end of the first overtime. Still 2-2. No score there. And we're going to head into the final overtime period. It'll either be a golden goal with a Bobcat UNCP win, or we'll end the match in a draw. This is a key matchup for both teams in the Peach Belt Conference standings, and we'll have the second overtime period for you when we come back on the Bobcat Broadcast Network.
All right, here we go. Jason Thornton alongside Sean Montgomery. Final period of overtime, 2-2 here at Georgia College. Tie with UNC Pembroke. A tale of two halves, Sean. 2 in the first by Georgia College, 2 in the second late by UNC Pembroke, none in the first overtime. Golden goal. Winner tie here. Interesting stuff going on from GC as they need to find a way to get some life and get it together for these final 10 minutes.
Well, this is it. I mean, both teams trying to get a push now.
Now or never.
I mean,
UNCP, though, I mean, just did a great job of hanging in on the road. Great job of, maintaining, pressure defensively and offensively, though down 2-0 majority of the game. Found 2 goals between the 86.5 minute and the 90th minute to tie it up. Again, nothing doing in overtime, so we're here with 8 minutes to go in the second overtime. Here on Alumni Night.
Throw in on the far side here, looking to get some pressure up in the box. Bonser slips, loses her footing, but Brooke Adams gathers. Brooke Adams is shielded out. UNCP tries to play the lob in.
Oh no, Sophia goes down. Sophia's still down. Sophia's slow to get up on the far side of the field. Still on the ground, and we already lost Maggie today. You know, like losing number 15, Maggie Asbell. Now we're losing number 18, Sophia Bonzer, as she gets off on her own power at least. So here comes Becca Morrison, next girl up.
Into the bench for the Bobcats, number 4, Becca.
Man, we're losing some pieces today. Team's falling apart to injury a little bit. Bill Bartholomew, no Bonzer, no Maggie Asbell. Next girl up, though, Becca Morris comes in. On the corner, UNCP looks for the win. Isn't going to find it.
Foul called there on Scott. Just a little bit of a push in the back.
Might have some fatigue just coming in on Sophia Bonzer. She really didn't get a break majority of this game. 100 minutes in, she might have played about 95 of them. So
Bobcats trying to control possession.
Becca Morris, the fresh legs out here hustling. Atkinson. Savannah Duvall making a nice defensive play to. Man, she's been good today. Ruiz looking to push it down. Lekis has some room on the outside. That girl right there behind is pretty fast, though. Great defensive effort right there by Brianna Dicato. Can't believe the call, but Sophia doing a good job. She's played a lot of the game too. Had one breather in the second, I believe. But other than that, has been here the whole entire game, running it out on the wings for us. So here we go. Brooke Adams on the corner. 7 minutes left to go. The GC corner has been a long time since we've seen one. Ball's up. One right there by none other than Scott. Surprise, surprise. Stacy Scott winning that header. She's got good size, man. Jeez. She used to go play basketball or volleyball. Get off my soccer court. Field court.
Soccer court.
A force to be reckoned with for sure. Becca Morris winning the header for GC. Gonna get it inside to Balzano. Nothing doing for there. Gonna get it out to Pittman maybe, looking. Aaron Ferris is in that passing lane. Being pesky as can be, as she has all day. Aaron Ferris still hustling it out. Gonna body Sophia Lekis there as the ball goes out. Gonna be a UNCP throw-in on the far side of the field. Aaron Ferris with the header. Gonna hit it right back. Kai Jeffries, it might really be a volleyball game. Ball's not hitting the ground. A lot of headers. Becca Morris there. Stevenson with the ball. Gonna look to kick it out to the wing. Atkinson right there. Oh, getting turned around, though. Savannah Duvall having to make a move. Atkinson still banging. She's still looking to get the ball. Still hustling. Stevenson. Adams on her. She's played a significant chunk of this game. Ball's getting inside. Little long. Gonna go out. GC ball. Gonna be a goal kick. Gonna give it to the boot that is Asher Graham. 5 minutes left in this game. UNCP is trying to sneak out of here with this tie.
Sneak.
That's what they try to do, dude. Snuck 2 goals in the last 3 minutes of the game. Gonna hold it out for overtime, maybe. 5 minutes left. Still a lot of time, obviously. We saw 2 goals in 3.5 minutes earlier.
Becca Morris flicks it on. But possession regained by Pembroke.
Oh, no.
Bobcats just cannot put the pieces together here after scoring 2 early goals. That ball headed to Ruiz. Played out by Pembroke.
Gonna be on the far side of the field. Going all the way across the field. Pittman challenged by Ferris. Atkinson to Morris. Morris to Ruiz. Tightly guarded by Robson. Gonna kick it out to Balzano. Balzano might have the speed to get down there. Then again, she might not. There'll be some tired legs here in the second period of overtime. UNCP gonna get that throw in. Ruiz battling. Robson again. Going to get that throw in. They're trying to challenge Atkinson on the outside there. Sophia in the middle of the court. The middle of the field, I mean. A lot of room. She needs to open up. Unload it. Oh, Adams is there. Going to unload. Oh. Oh.
I have the feeling that Lekis had to get a shot out there. I mean, she's not that far away from the goal. You could get a deflection. You could get anything. Brooke Adams gets that one, and the Bobcats do get a corner. But last time, the strategy was to try to go near post, and Stacey Scott is really just marking that near post. So we'll see what else is going. That ball just goes out for a goal kick. So nothing doing there. Just under 3 minutes now with 2:55 to go. And score all tied at 2. Remember, golden goal is first team that scores wins. If no team scores in the second overtime period, we're going to go home with a draw.
And then there was a substitution there by GC as Uno comes back in. So maybe there'll be a spark for GC's offense. As you know, Uno was the catalyst for both the goals, picking up 2 assists in this game when GC went up early 2-0. And then she got subbed out about midway through the second. Just now seeing her some action now in the second half, or since getting subbed out in the second half. So 2 minutes left to go, still a lot of time. GC could make a push here. They're making a push right now. Adams on the attack at the top of the box. A lot of room. Going to try to roll one in off to the right. Going to be another goal kick. That's not actually a goal kick by UNCP. Ryan going to give the ball off to Robson, or Rochelle, looks like. Nope, neither of those, excuse me. Can't really see the number from that far. Oh, Uno getting a free kick right outside the box after getting tripped by Robson. They're going to give her a yellow card and everything. I know I've seen Uno make this kick from that spot, from the free kick, all the way into the back of the net for here, like at that spot before. So we'll see what the play is here. You know, maybe you go for the cross, or maybe you shoot the goal, try to kick it short. Minute and 51 seconds left, though, so time is a ticking.
Oh, you got to think that Uno's shooting this 100%.
I give her the green light. That's just me, though. Un with the curve, top of the net. Oh! What a beaut, though.
Keeper really had it covered if it was inside the frame, but that was a good shot on goal. Good chance for the Bobcats, who haven't had many of those here in this overtime period. Neither team really has. As you mentioned, a lot of tired legs, fatigue, a lot of sloppy play here.
Here late there has been. Asbel going to kick it back to Graham, name a more dynamic duo. I'll wait. Uno again.
Peanut and butter.
I don't know, man. The amount of times I've seen the Asbel to Graham. Might be more than there have been peanut butter sandwiches made. Right down the line. Atkinson try to get it in. Going to win that header. Uno is there.
1 minute remaining.
Robson. Going inside. Looking to get the scout in the 50-50. They found her. It's dangerous. Kai there, though.
Here we go. Bobcats might have one last chance. Need to get numbers forward. Everyone's just pretty much standing and watching the ball.
It's been a long game, Sean.
40 seconds left. Bobcats, this is going to be their last chance.
Last chance for anyone, really. Robson again trying to get it inside. They're looking to get it to Pittman. Duvall gonna mistouch there. Might be the last chance for GC to get a little push. So UNCP on the final push possibly. Gonna get it inside to Rochelle. Pittman's there. Asher Graham getting bumped. Not gonna matter. Asher Graham's looking to send it deep. She sees Sophia Lekis. And they're gonna say nah. Game's gonna wrap up on that one though. Tie game.
All right, so that's the final here from Bobcat Field. UNCP 2-2. Well, UNCP 2, Bobcats 2. 14 shots apiece for each team. UNCP led in 11 corners, and Bobcats had 8. So double overtime, no goals, and the Bobcats surrendered the final 2 goals in the final frame after scoring 2 early in the first period. Great fight there from UNC Pembroke. A very, very balanced game when you think about the entirety of the game. I mean, both teams had chances. Both teams had really long spells where they dominated play. And UNC Pembroke, you got to give props to them for not giving up in this position. I mean, they were down 2 goals after giving up 2 goals early, and really for the entirety of the entire regulation match. but they fought back, and the Bobcats could not hold on to the lead, and they do. And so UNCP holds on to the 5th place spot in conference.
Yeah, I mean, we knew it was going to be a close one coming into it. UNCP slightly above GC in the PBC standings. We saw a pretty good game today. If you're looking for those goals, the very beginning of the first, the very end of the second, that's when all the goals were scored. UNCP doing a good job to battle back on the road. But that's going to be it for us here on the Bobcat Broadcast Network. I'm Jason Ridgely Thornton alongside Sean Montgomery. Wishing you a happy weekend and a happy Deep Roots. Good night.